All right, welcome back. Welcome back to Talk of the Family, where some families lie, some families are fake, some families are real, and some families still. But this family on this panel, we talk. We're gonna get it in tonight, like we always do on every Sunday. I appreciate y'all coming on, and yeah, let's we're gonna get it started.
What's going on, world?
Demond, what
What's
up,
up,
man?
everybody? What's going on, panel? How everybody doing?
What's up? How y'all doing?
We good,
Oh, we
chilling.
good. How was the weather out there where you at, Demond? Because I know what you at. What, Iowa, Ohio?
Iowa. Yeah, we had hella snow, bro. We
Who?
had and like a blizzard not last week, week before last. Yeah, last Friday.
Damn.
We got like 20 inches of snow in like a week. And it's been like negative degrees. It's been like negative all week. Like negative 17. It feel like negative 30.
Mm, that's crazy.
Crazy.
Yeah, it is.
The whole country down there.
Yeah,
Man.
it's cornfields and shit, so the wind be blowing all over and the snow. So they couldn't when it was that blizzard, they couldn't really keep the roads clean because the snow there was like 40-mile-per-hour wind, so the snow was blowing across the roads.
Mm-hmm.
It was locked in for like a weekend.
That's crazy. Hey, your pops last week was funny, man.
Yeah, he said he had a good ass time.
Your pop, hey Nene, you know you. Man, she fixed it. Yeah, your pops was funny last week. That shit
He
had me.
ain't, he ain't gonna be able to make it this week.
I didn't even talk to him about coming on. He probably I can text him, see what he's talking about.
Yeah, if he up to coming on, he can't. Who's that? Who's this? The new part? This Brittany? Ascenda? Ascended?
What's up, y'all? What's going on? What y'all got going on?
Oh, this Reggie. Yeah. I'm like, who is it?
What you want, some anonymous panel type shit?
Right.
Nah. It's just that's how I look at myself, man. I'm just trying to elevate, man. Ascend.
The fact that he came on though, he ain't say nothing though.
We can't see you. I can't see you.
Yeah, I can't see your face, bro.
I'm doing a plethora of things, man. I'm doing some coursework right now, and I'm trying to watch this game, and I'm also on this pod. So
Okay.
We don't want us to see your face while you doing all that stuff.
it'll be unprofessional. You know what I'm saying? So I don't, I'm doing a whole bunch of things.
And keeping the screen off.
Keeping the screen off isn't unprofessional, but doing a whole bunch of stuff and telling everybody that you're doing a whole bunch of stuff.
Yeah. Well, I gotta be truthful, right? Gotta be truthful about what I'm doing.
Nah, you can lie. You can
You
lie.
know you can lie. He said you can lie.
Internet, bro. You can lie.
Look, too old to lie, man. Too old to lie, dude.
It's the internet, though. You can lie, bro, if you want.
Oh man, y'all getting
Oh,
started
man.
already.
Yeah.
Hey Nene, you missed last week, man. They cut it up last Sunday. When you
Yeah, I
had
had
logged
to work.
You should have quit.
I did.
Priorities,
You
man.
for
Melissa
real?
Ford,
For real, I did.
turned down the video shoot just to be on the Joe Budden podcast.
Because
Hold on.
I
So you
went
could do the
to
same
work
thing.
and they didn't have me on the schedule, and that was like the third time. I said I'm done. So
Oh, so she quit for real, Demar. That
You
was
quit for real?
We thought it was a joke, dude.
Why you didn't get back on the podcast? The fuck?
by the time I made it, I was supposed to be at work by 7, so they was trying to actually get me to stay. By the time I made it home, it was about like 8:00, and I didn't think y'all was still on, so I was like, forget it.
Oh, we had just got off around that time too. Yep,
So-
we had just got off. Yeah, dang, that's crazy. I know that's right. He said he ain't taking no shit.
No, the nurses got to do what's best for them. Okay.
That's right. That's right. So tonight is a little twist. I'm gonna tell y'all at the end what the twist is. I just want to see what your thoughts are. We're gonna see. Demond,
Can you be more forthcoming than
I will at the end. I will at the end. But I just want to see.
You got to tell niggas the whole story. They want to know.
Yeah, I don't want no fucking switcheroo at the end.
They want to know everything.
I gotta see where y'all heads at, right? And this is piggybacking off of what happened last week, right? So I just want to see where everybody heads is at. I'm not going. We'll wait till the end and then I'll reveal it. Well, y'all might catch on, maybe.
Oh, boy.
It's on my boy. So look, so look. Now throughout the night, I'm gonna play this video. in between. So I'm gonna play it now.
You can't handle the truth. Colonel Jessup, did you order the code red?
You don't have to answer that question.
I'll answer the question. You want answers? I think I'm entitled. You want answers? I want the truth. You can't handle the truth.
I'm gonna be playing that throughout the night.
That's your new slogan. That's your new slogan.
We go. I'm just doing a little twist there, you know. So here's the first one.
Although enjoyment in that.
I can't believe she had another raise the rent on me. Talking about, instead of 400, do 600. Whenever she feels
You
like
complaining because your mama is raising the rent
Auntie.
from $400 to $600. Do you know how much your mom pays every month in a mortgage?
You know what?
The light bill, the water bill. See, you motherfuckers think you can live there,
Lord.
enjoy all the amenities, and not fucking pay shit. You think you can live there and enjoy all the enjoyment in that motherfucker? All right, it's rent, it's water, it's lights, it's all that shit. I think $600 is fair. I challenge you to take your ass out there and find a goddamn safe place for $600 a month. Okay, because that ain't shit compared to what she has to do and deal with you motherfuckers living with her and disrespecting her every motherfucking day. I say $600 a month is fair. It's pretty damn fair.
Auntie, how come every time I'm in the kitchen, you in the kitchen?
Cause it's my motherfucking bitch, it's my sister's house. We close as shit.
You
And you motherfuckers walk all over her, and I'm tired of that bullshit.
Auntie, at this
I'm
point,
fucking tired.
you should be paying some rent because you always over here drinking mom's Kool-Aid.
You damn right, cause that's my motherfucking business. That's my motherfucking bitch. She's my best friend, bitch. A real bad bitch.
Oh my god. My thing is she needs to just manage her funds better.
I tell you what, bitches, if you motherfuckers don't pay her damn rent every month, she gonna manage to evict your punk black asses out this motherfucker if you dare not to pay her damn money.
Okay, Auntie, I hear you.
Yeah,
So what's y'all thoughts so far on that one?
She cursed their ass out.
That's how the auntie who was on the phone with that girl in that last week video should have been.
Yeah. So
can I say that that lady elegantly held that Crown Royal bottle in her hand while she was giving it to him? She was still, holding that Crown Royal. It looked a little heavy, but she was elegantly holding that boy though.
Didn't even come to spilling it. Oh, it didn't even splat. Didn't even switch too high in the bottle. She had to firm. Her body moved. That arm did not move.
That Crown Royal bottle.
She did. Is entitlement a problem? What y'all think? Is entitlement a problem? Based off of what y'all seen in the video, is that a problem in today's world amongst people, amongst kids? Is entitlement a problem, or is everybody okay? Is it okay to have?
It depends on the situation.
Okay, I'm listening. Go ahead.
No situation that entitlement is okay in.
You talking about most situations?
No, I don't think there's no situation where entitlement is okay.
Oh, okay. Well, Tiffany, explain. You said in some cases. Come on, plead your case.
Like with the lady, she was entitled to express her opinion about her sister's house.
Even though she don't live there.
I mean, yeah, because maybe she say that's her best friend. The sister probably only talked to her when she got problems or something. She probably the only person that'll answer the phone, and they probably very close.
So what y'all think? You think kids should pay rent? That's another thing that was in the video. You think $600? Do you think your child should pay rent while they living at your house if they were grown?
I think one thing first though, I feel what Tiffany said, being entitled and entitlement, I think is different. To be entitled to something, that's basically being owed something. Entitlement is assuming that you owe something or feel like you owe something when you don't necessarily have to be. I think. Okay. But to answer your question about the video and the should kids pay rent, I just feel like it's the situation. If the mother's trying to teach them a lesson about being responsible and getting out on their own, then yeah, she probably don't necessarily need the money, but want them to pay so that they understand the work that goes into having your own place and having shit in the world. Just what you need to do, and nothing comes for free. But I mean, if they was like down bad or something like that and they needed some help, I don't think you should make them pay rent if they're trying to help them get on their feet.
What about you, King? Do your children have to pay rent?
I think at a certain age, it depends on. I feel like between like before you leave the house, like 18 to 21, I feel like you shouldn't be charging no rent. But after 21 and you still in my house and you ain't got like no game plan, it's not like you building towards something that you just working and just doing nothing. Absolutely, you should pay rent because what else you using your money on?
But is 600 too much? I mean, is 600 a lot of money?
I don't think so because if we really be honest, like the auntie said, name a place that you could live and get the same benefits for $600. Ain't no way you could live.
600 crazy. 600 is crazy though.
600.
I was thinking, I'm like,
600. I mean, 600.
Because how many kids she
out
got?
of context, y'all. Because what if they stay in New York? Or what if they stay in
Okay,
Chicago?
yeah.
So you
In
know,
Chicago,
that's
600 crazy.
You get taken out of context.
Yeah, I guess it is about how much they pay a month, but
Right.
yeah.
We don't know how much the rent is or the mortgage is.
Yeah.
So what?
I mean, but even with the $600, like the lady said, it's not just about a mortgage. You sitting there, you benefiting. You ain't paying no light bill. You're not paying no gas bill. You ain't paying no internet bill. You ain't paying all this stuff that you would if you was living on your own.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like $600, especially if you're working full time. That's really nothing. Like if you was like actually living on your own, you ain't gonna be able to survive with just $600 and getting all of that.
Yeah.
Because rent not even $600 nowhere.
I think it's also the mother's financial situation also, because if she need the 600 to actually need help paying the bills and they obviously they should be more than willing to pay the money. But if she's just making them pay money because of the principle of the matter, like you're in this house, y'all eating up all the food, all this, y'all grown, y'all adults, y'all need to pay y'all way in life. And 600 is a little crazy if you want them to get out. Because if you want them to, the objects to get them to get their own place, then you should be like, save your money and you got to get out at this certain point.
What's your thoughts? Okay. What's your thoughts, Don?
Well, shit, I want to speak on this matter from experience. Okay, you know, we don't know the situation, but this one thing we do know for sure. People can be living with somebody, and then as soon as they get in a position where they make an income, they don't want to kick in. I think this be the root. This the root of, to me, with this conversation. Why sometimes people don't want to kick in? To me, that be the problem, because it is entitlement. I've seen it happen so many times. Brothers, uncles, all type of people, they could be living in somebody's house for free. And then the opportunity comes, and when they get money coming in, soon as it's time to kick in, they don't want to kick in. That's an issue. That selfishness is rotten, and it's fucked up for real. But I see it everywhere. I just said that my whole life, and I never did understand it, because I don't want to go into the morality of it, or like, you know what I'm saying, like what I think of what I feel about it, but it's everywhere, bro. People don't want to kick in. People don't want to do their share of the fucking work when they had an opportunity to. Now, if the 600 too much or not, I don't know, because I don't know the circumstances, but it sounds like she don't want to kick in. Can she? Is she working? That's what I'm thinking. Is she working? She should be wanting to kick in. Help your mama get this fucking mortgage paid off. Stop being selfish. You know what I'm
saying? What's your thoughts, Nene? Would you charge your son $600?
When I was staying with my grandma charged me $600 to stay with her. But at that time, I had my 2 kids until I got up on my feet. And I moved to Tennessee. However, like Kenya said, I mean, I feel like after 21, I think that's a good age. If you old enough to buy alcohol, cigarettes, and go to clubs and this, that, and the other, you got enough to be responsible to possibly pick up at least your phone bill and or pick up like some rent or whatever the case may be. Because what would be the difference if you shared a room with somebody or shared an apartment with somebody? Y'all going half and half on a $1,200 type of rent anyway. And I mean, the way the cost of living is right now, and groceries alone, depending on how big the family is and the household is, I mean, $600 may just take care of the groceries just for a month.
That's true. Yeah, but like they said, like in the video, the kids were saying, why they got to pay fucking rent? Think about it. If this my mom, then my auntie on top of that, the auntie talking shit. This ain't her house. She don't live there. And on top of that, who is she to say, well, we got to pay or not? If like you, why you coming in the house running your mouth? You don't live here.
But see,
This
the
wrong.
auntie,
I
but
see.
the
She
auntie
the
ain't
auntie. What you
condoning
mean?
that
She can say what she
bullshit.
want.
She ain't
But
condoning
what if
that
something happened
bullshit.
to the sister though? If something
Right.
happened to the sister, who's to say that house don't go to that sister? You know what I'm saying? So you gotta look at things in one way street. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna take up for my sister. My sister never gonna take up for me. I see it all the time with my mom and my auntie. I mean, they go toe to toe with each other. But hey, it is what it is. That's just that sibling thing. But I'm not gonna argue back and forth. Me personally with my auntie. If my auntie say she taking up for my mama and this, that, and the fourth, maybe my mama ain't got a strong back like my auntie got to be like, look here, goddamn it, y'all bitches need to get y'all shit together, whatever. Because she did call that girl a bitch, didn't she?
Yep.
That was the Crown Royal. That was the Crown
was
Royal.
out of
talking
Yeah,
line.
that
right
was the
there.
Crown Royal talking.
I mean, I think we need more context really to say more about it because we don't know how old the kids is. We don't know really the situation at all. It's kind of really just one.
Well, let me ask y'all this though.
Shit, she was recording like she was grown, so she got her ass cursed out like she was grown.
Let me ask y'all this. I'm pretty sure we all didn't had. Oh, I don't know, but I'm willing to bet some of us didn't had somebody move in with us for a short period of time. How did y'all charge that person rent? Did y'all not charge that person rent? Did y'all feel like not charging they was getting over? Like, what was your process and your thought on whether you charged them or didn't charge them? Queen, we'll go with you first. If you let somebody live with you.
Well, I have let somebody live with me. You, for instance, but I didn't
want
to. Hold on, you can't be doing no names.
The plot thickens. Damn, boy, get off the couch. No,
and I live with him too, but he ain't charged.
This shit do that shit.
Definitely
You tell somebody else shit. Don't put me out there like that.
Good back, but I ain't charge you though. You wanted to pay your way. I wouldn't want to charge nobody. I would like somebody to save up and move out.
But you still took my money?
I mean, shit, you offered, nigga.
Ain't that some shit?
Yeah, I feel like it depends on what the goal is. Like, are them moving in? Are they coming here to stay with you and live here, and this is where they're gonna live for the foreseeable future? Then absolutely, if you live here, you need to pay the rent. But if it's to get back, like, get on their feet and go somewhere else, they're in school, they're waiting for their apartment to be ready, whatever that looks like. I'm like, nah, then just don't be a burden.
Do y'all put a time limit on it? Do y'all put a time limit on somebody living with y'all?
If you don't put a time limit and that person don't come, you'll be like, okay, I'm gonna be out here in such and such time. And if they don't say that, you have to put that time limit on there because they ain't planning on moving out.
Yeah.
No.
Okay. So
that's how you figure out what's the point, why they staying. If they saying, hey, can I stay here for a month, 2 months, 3 months, 4 months, or if it's like, hey, can I live with you?
What if they said they need to stay with y'all for 6 months, right? You say they ain't gotta pay no rent, but every time you look up, they coming in the house with all type of designer bags.
Gotta go.
Is it them or is it just themselves? Or they have family?
No,
how old are
they? They over 21. They over 25.
Well, how old though? Like they 25. Are they in school? Are they going to school?
They not. They out of school. They out of school.
They just graduated from school.
No, they out of school. They've been out of school. They ain't even go to college. They just working a job.
If
they
work in my
house, friend or family?
You gotta be a friend.
It depends on the person. It's like an airplane ticket. It depends on when you come in the browser and try to get it. The price don't change.
Big Fred, your daddy. If he say I need to stay,
you ain't gotta pay nothing. It's my daddy. He good.
How long?
Shit, forever. Really, it's my daddy.
Really?
He gonna make sure he gonna pay his way. I know him enough to know he not gonna just be like lounging, not doing shit, nothing. He
probably
make
a better
sure I'm
example
good.
than his father. Then
I'm
like a cousin or something.
Okay, right. Somebody you don't like, goddammit, shit.
Okay, if I say they can stay, if I agree, hey, you can stay with me for 6 months till you get your place. Yeah, that's fine. As long as you're not becoming a burden, like you not eating up all the food, just, running the bills up and you're not trying to contribute in some way. As long as you're trying to contribute in some way and not be a burden to me, it's fine. If we agree you need to be here for 6 months, that's cool. Whatever you buy outside of that ain't my business.
Let's just be real, though. Let's just be real. This is what happens, though, for real. 9 times out of 10, when somebody come into your house, if they ain't coming in, kicking in, 9 times out of 10, they taking advantage of everything. They is eating up all the damn food. They is doing everything, and they taking advantage of the situation. So for me, I'd been in a situation like this. I won't expect, like, if I had a family member come stay with me, I'm not gonna expect them to pay nothing. But this the thing: if I say you come in with some bags, we gotta have a talk, player. We gotta have a talk because where's your mind at? I'm not the type of person that's gonna try to change nobody or no shit like that. I gotta, bro. You don't do no. That's disrespectful. You don't come in no house with no bags or nothing, and you ain't kicked in. That's disrespectful, bro.
So what if you don't charge? You're not charging them, but they buy for groceries. They take out the car. They do chores, all that. You still gonna be mad because they bought some new Balenciaga?
If they kicking in, listen, because you know, like, let's just be honest. We can know about how much money they bringing in, right? Honestly, we probably know about how much money they bringing in. So if it's the type of amount of money where you know them giving it to you really ain't gonna affect you or not, then no, I don't care about that. But if they producing and not kicking in, then yes, bro, it's responsibility. Yes, I'm gonna have to say something.
And then it ain't even about that. They like, if somebody move into your house and if they do get themselves a time limit, it's most definitely respect to clean up. You know, at least, do you know what I'm saying? Clean up, take out the trash. That's the least you can do if you're not paying rent. If you're not giving
doing that, but they still buying stuff. They still buying stuff.
And they still, even though if I'm not gonna have that talk with you, you still have to leave within 6 months. I don't give a fuck where the fuck you go. You gotta get the hell up out my house. 6 months. You ain't staying no longer.
For me, if they cleaning up and stuff, that's kicking in. Like, everything matters, bro. Let's just go ahead and be real. You can tell somebody's intentions by if they ain't paying no bills, but they make sure the garbage out, the dishes clean, and they doing it intentionally. That's intention. That counts. For me, that counts like a motherfucker.
6 months a little too long for me.
I was just thinking that in my head.
Like 6 months, y'all crazy. That's half a year. You mean you need a half a year to get on your feet? Hell no, absolutely not.
What if they last semester of school or something, and they need one semester or something?
One semester, that's about 3 months. That's all you getting.
Like
It's 90 days. 90 days to figure your shit out, and you gotta go.
Yeah, because I done had some rude motherfuckers live with me. I remember I had one person live with me. It was a dude. I ain't gonna say his name, but this motherfucker, I come back. This motherfucker had my socks on, a pair of my drawers. I had a female that stayed with me. This motherfucker, her feet was funky as hell, and she ain't used to. When she used to wash dishes, she used to just rinse them out, not with soap, and just sit them in the dish rack.
That's crazy. So how y'all? What if they understand? What if they was fucking? Can they fuck in y'all crib? Can they fuck in y'all crib?
Absolutely not. You better go fast. You don't even need
that bitch feet think.
Let me ask that. What if they
gonna do that regardless for y'all like that?
They can't do no fucking.
You homeless? No. That should be the last thing on your mind.
That's when you did it the most.
Ramon.
That's when you did it the most.
It don't smell like more than
shit down when you down bad.
Ramon, that's what the Nevaeh was conceived at your house. In the cat.
You nasty motherfucker.
So shit.
You see that shit? You see
how
you
said you can't handle the truth, Ramon?
Nah, I can't. I'd probably lay it on the motherfucker. That's a
no. You ain't lay on shit. See, I ain't that type of person. I ain't gonna do it on your couches or nothing. That shit nasty.
So you believe if you have a grown adult live in your crib, they not gonna fuck in there?
I mean, they is, but you're not supposed to. That's even if you like. I had over the time.
Why are you bringing other people in my house, nigga? You don't even supposed to be here. So how you
agree for me to live? These my living quarters for the next 3 months.
Yeah, that's true.
My apartment not ready till August. You said I can stay here for the next 3 months.
Right. I wouldn't feel no way. I wouldn't feel no way at all.
It's a spare bedroom.
Break it and enter it.
When everybody like doing parties and shit, I fuck anyway. Why I can't fucking
break it and enter it?
Man, everybody like that. You cannot fuck in nobody's house, bro. I don't care what.
Y'all selfish. Y'all
you
talking about selfish?
They 30 years old. They 30 years old in a committed relationship. They can't do a little fucking.
You better go get a little dick or a little pussy at a hotel.
I'm trying to save up.
Why are you
homeless though?
Why are you?
I'm not homeless.
Okay,
I'm waiting on my apartment to be ready.
So
I'm in between leases. You know, this
he said he in between leases.
I'm in between.
I had to be out my apartment, or I had to be out my apartment at the end of March, but my new apartment ain't ready to go until the beginning.
If the person you fucking ain't got a place to lay their head at, both of y'all got a problem.
It's a long distance relationship. I go there like once a month. It's a long distance relationship.
That's what
However
I
you
said.
make
What
it,
if they was in a
no.
relationship? I wouldn't have a problem with Kenya coming over because I know Kenya and I know y'all in a relationship. So I wouldn't have
Yeah, that's what
a
I'm
problem
saying.
of
So if
y'all
I came
coming
over for so let's say I came out of town for me and Kid came out of town for Thanksgiving. You telling me and we can come over your house and we stay at y'all, we can get it in?
Yeah, Marcus just said that. Marcus like, if we come out there for spring break, where we staying? I said we staying at Kenya Royal, but we can't do the nasty.
You better not. That is just
As
bad.
long as you don't make it known that you're doing it, I think it's cool.
Yeah.
Like what I don't know won't hurt me.
Nigga, we gonna know if your ass if you at my house and y'all upstairs for a long ass time.
Listen, bro.
I'm watching TV, boy. What you mean? I'm studying. What Reggie doing? Casework. I'm doing casework, nigga.
Listen, bro. By law, you supposed to sneak and
I'm doing
fuck in
casework and some other
everybody's
shit,
house.
bro. I got my
That's the
camera
fucking
off. What is you
Come
talking
on,
about?
law.
That's the normal thing to
move.
do.
You know that, bro.
So you
Come on,
telling me
Papa.
when you and Kenya used to come to Chicago and stay with motherfuckers, y'all ain't do nasty?
Hell no. We
Not
we
at my
got a
daddy
hotel.
house.
Honorable as hell.
Hell no. Even at
You gotta
her
fuck at other
stepdaddy
people's
house.
crib.
This man is crazy. You talking you gotta fuck at other people's cribs. Eat they
Hey, you
snack
know
up.
fucking your parents' crib? Your mama crib?
Yeah.
Nice. That's the same thing, bro.
No, it ain't. That's my mama's crib.
You gonna disrespect your mama house, but your friend house you can't fuck at? What kind of? Hey, you gonna fuck all of your mama crib, but
the mama wow.
all your friends you gonna like? No, this is too holy of a sanctuary. I can't do it here.
You're not supposed to. Look, I'm gonna be real with you. If you are, I'm gonna say this. If you are, and I got this from King stepdaddy. If you are under, like, say you're not our age, you under 30, maybe I'm gonna say 25 and under. If you got a girl and your girl come out to my crib, y'all can't sleep in the same bedroom if y'all ain't married.
Yeah, I be hearing that,
That's
bro.
dead. Because her stepdaddy made me and Kenya do it. When we came to Memphis, we stayed at their house for 2 weeks until we got our first apartment down here. And literally, her stepdaddy was like, "You in this room, you in that room. Y'all ain't married." So I feel like shit. Fuck that. I'm going the same way. If your ass under 25, you come in my crib, you cannot sleep together. You better take your young.
That's my grandma. That's on my grandma. That's like my grandma be on type of stuff.
Swirl. Y'all got me fucked up.
I'm just gonna tiptoe. What is you talking about? I'm
Maybe
gonna stay up longer than you. I'm gonna stay up longer than you. That's no problem, sir. Absolutely. This
I'm gonna stay up longer than you.
I'm gonna drink coffee. I'm gonna drink some coffee. Like fuck it, I'm gonna be up.
Y'all
respectable individuals.
They right. The
3 months. It's 3 months though. It's not like you staying the night.
When I was at my sister's crib, I did it in the car. I ain't do it in the damn house.
Excuse
in the bathroom.
I did it in my car.
I wouldn't have a problem.
Wasting that gas.
If
Boy,
it
you
wasn't
said
no
it's the
girls,
bathroom.
I wouldn't have a problem.
Excuse
me.
You find other ways to do it. You just don't be on some. I'm a you know. And then people be having cameras and shit. You never know. You know what I'm saying? Motherfucker have a camera in their house. Now you on their shit. You can't
Nigga,
do
now
it.
in the bathroom, you can do it in the
take a picture of
bathroom.
you too.
They got a camera in the bathroom. It don't matter.
You can do it in the bathroom.
Right? People got
Put it on
rings.
the
You could be
bed.
seen on the ring faster. You gonna be seen in the bathroom. What the fuck?
No, I was in the backyard. You can't see
In
that.
the backyard. You fucking in their backyard so the neighbor can see all that. You ain't gonna fuck in the bathroom or in the room.
Lamar turning is so bad.
I was really on the ring camera.
The neighbor's like, oh, they over there fucking nasty ass. You do it, you go upstairs for a few little minutes, get it in. Motherfucker ain't gonna know. You do it.
Everybody just need to get their freak on before they travel. Just get it out of y'all at home.
Sex ain't supposed to be on our mind.
Freak on is part of traveling.
No, that's why you gotta have your own.
Motherfuckers
Just
get
get a
flued
hotel.
out to fuck.
Just
You know
do
what
it.
I
Just get a
mean?
hotel room, and you ain't gotta worry about disrespecting somebody else's house.
Yeah, just get a hotel.
It's not disrespectful. Now, if you
Oh
fucking all
my
loud
God.
and wild, then that's crazy. You motherfuckers moaning and screaming and shit. Then
You
that's
mean
wild.
you
But
get
like, if
y'all
nobody
juices all
knows.
over my shit. I have to wash them sheets. Why you think I want to be washing some nasty sheets?
That's why you do it in the bathroom.
I'll watch them before I leave. The fuck? That's not a problem. I can go to the washing machine. I don't care.
Demond, now I know what
Never be invited to nobody.
he is never invited. I'm trying to tell you, Demond can never
say
come.
no.
He was never invited.
Don't let him bring no girl to your crib.
Hell no.
Don't burn
I'm
them.
telling you what I'm on. I'm gonna ask though. I'm gonna ask. I'm like,
You gonna ask what? You gonna come up
what?
here and
Yes, I've definitely been to a friend's house and we like kicking it for the weekend. We finna go out. We single though. Like, you know, we finna go out, kick it. You don't I can bring Shorty back here. Hey, yeah.
Damn.
I mean, I guess it's different when
I've
you
been
a
in that
bachelor
situation. I have
versus
friends that
a
can't
family
spend the night at my
person.
house and they fucked at my crib.
Yeah, I know for a fact that I can't think of no situation, but I know I've had sex in somebody's house before, like for real. So, well, I mean, my
friend's
grandma's
friend
house. So shit, you know, so.
Like, what you mean? When it's like 3:30 in the morning, the house quiet, ain't nobody. What you talking about, bro? What?
Y'all petty. So
But the thing is, though, you know,
Fucking
it's
with
a
my
level
heater.
of respect with it. You know what I'm saying? You know, what I was doing definitely was crossing them lines of disrespect, definitely for sure. But you know what I'm saying? But
You was
people do
wild.
it though.
You was
I
going
think I
crazy.
don't. Me personally, I ain't gonna be that hard on somebody, man, because we grown, man. Like y'all can kind of do what y'all want to do. You know what I'm saying? For the most part, because I think this is what I think. I think if I tell somebody they can't have sex in my house, they gonna try to be fucking. Like, you know what I'm saying? So
would y'all tell y'all kids 19 years old? Are they allowed to do it?
Hell no, they not. No, I told my daughter she can't have sex till she 30. Can't have a boyfriend that till she 33, bro. If she can outlive Jesus, bro, then she can start dating, bro.
Yes, man.
Telling somebody
Good
something
luck.
it's like saying you didn't raise them right at that point, bro. You shouldn't have to tell your kids not like that if you raised them right, bro. If you didn't raise them right, then that's why you telling them, I guess, because you know them motherfuckers finna fuck.
If you do it, you better sneak and do it. I bet
You
not.
gotta sneak and do it.
You
I ain't
better
gonna lie.
sneak and do it.
When I was in high school, I had to
Be
sneak.
like, oh, y'all finna go do. Hell no, you better sneak and do it.
Nene, you got a teenager. Has he been on that type of time?
Let me tell you something, sugar. If CJ wants to be on that type of time, let me be honest.
We got to pause. You hit me with the sugar. You showing your age.
Hey, that sugar.
Let me tell you, sugar.
You got to have me in my feelings for a minute because I don't even like thinking about that. But let me just be honest. Boys gonna be boys, and I can't stop him from being a boy. And with my house, my son has the entire basement to himself, which is like a little lounge area, and then you walk towards an aisle and past the laundry room, and then there's another little lounge area, and then his bedroom is there. However, I am that mother who has cameras in my house and entrance and exit doors. Okay? So breaking and entering. If a little wench comes to my house, it's called breaking and entering. So you better break your ass to get the fuck from out of here.
Well, we know Nene answer. Y'all better not bring. Hey, he better not bring nobody that motherfucker.
I mean, because I'm very lenient. I'd rather you tell me versus you trying to sneak. Because when you
how that look if he come up to you like, hey, boy, you know, I'm trying to get a nut off. I'm trying to get my
I was 17 and pregnant. I was 17
well,
and pregnant.
If he say I'm trying to get one in, I'm trying to get one
I'm gonna
out.
have Shorty over here. You already know your boy a fool.
And not only that, my son don't even like black women. He's pretty much interested in like these Latina women, and I don't like that. And you know,
Baby fucking.
Oh, see what I'm saying?
I'm sorry, Latino women, but y'all do
making it no better.
I'm being honest. Reggie said truth.
Hey, look, now
hey, no, in all seriousness, though, with the kids, I feel like all you can do is really get in the tools and like have those conversations and stuff, and then just make it difficult for them. Like when I was a kid, like in high school, my dad be like, "Nah, y'all gotta stay in the living room. You couldn't go, no closed door, shit like that." But like he also talked to me about having sex and shit, and my mama too. So it was like, y'all can't sleep together and none of that shit, or be in the room, the door closed. But you just make it hard. We try to figure it out. Why they was,
I had this one
lady
call me and asked me if my son could spend a night at her house with her daughter.
What?
What you said?
Son, at that point in time, he was 15, going on 16, or either 16, just turned 16. I said, "Excuse me."
She asked, "Can she?" The
mother called me and asked me. She was like, "Oh no, it's okay. He can sleep in the living room. She is sleeping in the her bedroom." I said, "Girl, who you talking to?"
Dang. That
who you talking to?
They bold as hell. These kids bold as hell. Man.
That was the mother that asked me that.
Mother bold as hell too. I wish, boy. I'm trying to tell you right now.
That's not bold though, man. Look,
it's just an honest conversation, bro.
You saying
if they
it's
doing
bold,
it anyway.
I don't think it's bold. Maybe she has raised her daughter in a way where they have ultimate sexual conversations. Like, you know, like that's what I mean. Like we saying this shit because 9 out of 10, the reason why kids sneak and fuck is because they don't have the right sexual education tools early on. People don't test their kids. People do not test their kids in sexual situations. But you will sit up there and expect them to do the best? No, like it don't work like that. She might be bold from our perspective because we already know that kids go 9 times out of 10 and do some sneaky shit. But if kids raised in an environment and they having conversations early on in life, G, for real, and they having these strong conversations, them parents have ultimate confidence in their kids. And it's a lot of parents like that, bro. It's a lot of parents that have these type of conversations, real conversations with their kids.
My black son is not staying in a Hispanic household.
Hey, but you said 15 though, right? You know, at 15 they could they had a quinceañera and they consider they consider women then. So that's why she just
he ain't considered a man.
He ain't considered a man. The way she said man. Man,
that's strong though, man. The mama asked, I'd have been tweaking like, damn, she slutting out her daughter.
She is.
I want a little mixed grandbaby so bad.
She is slutting her daughter out. If you ask your
no, sir, bro.
It's not slutting her out. Hold on, wait, stop. We were talking about 15-year-olds here. It's not slutting her daughter out. She's simply okay with her daughter having a boyfriend and sleeping over.
Making a decision.
What the fuck do you got to spend a night over for?
The party, hang out. It's gonna get up watching scary movies.
I think that's just
tacos and shit.
No, I think there needs to be some boundaries there, because regardless of me and you have conversation about sex, or you feel like you need to have sex, I'm not gonna make it easy for you to do something that could potentially fuck up your life.
Exactly.
I agree with
So
that.
that's like,
that's
like if your child says, "Well, mama,
but she might as well let them
you
sleep in
okay,
bed
well, she
together.
doing it out. Like, no.
If she condoning him spend the night, she might as well let them sleep in the bed together. That's some bullshit. He's gonna sleep on the couch.
They probably are.
Damn well they gonna
probably
sleep
are.
in the bed
Y'all
together.
wrong. Y'all wrong. You want to know how y'all wrong? Because what if it was two girls, right? You know because it's a boy, you automatically assuming he go do bad. That's why y'all thinking like that.
No, it's not the boy. It's not even that, because the mama the one that asked.
The
girl probably sneak him in the bathroom at night while the mama sleep.
What I'm saying is, if a person has ultimate confidence in their kid, it don't make a difference a boy or a girl sleeping over there. I trust my child.
You can't trust no fucking teenager. I'm sorry.
What if she got her birth control? What if she got but what if she got her daughter to birth control when she had kids for like 4 years or whatever?
So
she like, I know she ain't gonna have no baby.
Only boyfriend. What if she got multiple boyfriends? So every other time any other boy gonna come over, is it okay for that? Because that's not gonna be her boyfriend or her husband.
Well, that's a completely. I think we're moving the goalpost there. That's a completely different thing. Her having multiple boyfriends come over is crazy.
But if she asking for that one boy, ain't no guarantee that's gonna be her husband in the future.
But what I'm saying is, what if the mama took? What if that, like again, if
she's setting up her kid to be open sexually. She's setting her up for it. I agree with y'all. But
it's a different culture,
it's not
bro.
like that's gonna be her boyfriend in the future or her husband. They like figuring themselves out right now.
See, they could if there's a possibility they could be together forever.
If you had something from somebody, they gonna want to take it. If you put it in front of their face, sometimes they don't want to do it. I think that be their mentality when they do shit like that. When they open up their kids like that, they putting it in their face to give them the option right then and there, like they putting the candy in their face, kind of, instead of saying you can't have no candy.
But okay,
I don't think that's true though. I don't think that's true though. Because
what about the preacher's daughter?
They never told me about sex. It was never a conversation. That it was what I heard from my peers, and it was like, okay, well, shit, fuck it, I'm just gonna have sex because that's my understanding. It's not about because ain't no parent out here like you better not have sex. Kids just do it, and ain't no kid out here that's gonna be like, well, mama, I really want to have sex, because I mean that's not what happening now. And I know we trying to be forward thinking, but sitting there saying, well, you could just invite the boy up, he can spend the night. I feel like that's way out of line. That's not the way to go about it.
And I got you, Demond. And it go back to the word entitlement, right? Because if as a parent, if you set it up in your child's head that it's okay to bring dudes over, we all know that kids especially teenagers, start to develop this entitlement thing where it's like, shit, you let me do it before, so I'm entitled to do it again and again and again, and I'm entitled to do this, and I'm entitled to do whatever the fuck I want in your house because you opened that door. You gotta look at that too. Now that's why that whole rent. That's why the video. I know we jumped off, but it always comes back somehow. Entitlement is serious, man.
It creates a whole atmosphere for entitlement.
Mm-hmm.
But a lot of people do this. A lot of people raise their kids like this, though, bro. Outside our culture, we don't raise our kids like that. We kind of like we kind of like being our kids' business way more than most most coaches. A lot of coaches get their kids wrong. You know what I'm saying?
But I agree with
But
when you
also-
say that. Go ahead, Jamal. Go ahead.
I was gonna say it, but I feel like I ain't even gonna say that. Nothing. Go ahead. I'm not gonna say what I was about to say.
But I when you say give them room, I kind of I'm a go off of what Kenya told me and what I learned with Kenya with having a 13-year-old as a teenager. Man, it's you cannot trust them. You cannot trust teenagers worth shit. They are always up to no good. No matter how much you say, "Come talk to me," no matter how much you open that door and you give that energy to say, "I'm here to listen." In the teenager's head, they thinking like this might be too much for you. They're already choosing your response before they know your response as a parent. So they automatically and they mad. They gonna say, "Well, I'm not gonna tell him or he or she this based off the fact that I think that they gonna react this way." So regardless of what you say to them and how open you is with them, they're gonna consistently try to hide something from your ass. Always. And I'm dealing with it now.
I don't necessarily agree with that.
Okay, go ahead.
And I don't think they're gonna always go because I feel like that in that oh shit, I accidentally played the podcast on my phone. Hey, I feel like in that situation though, like with the mother, like okay with the girl, I feel like they've probably had several conversations, like have open dialogue about it, where the mother's so bold enough to like, not even saying bold enough, she's willing to call Nene and ask, "Hey, can your son spend a night?" Like I feel like they have open dialogue about it to be able to.
Yeah, I feel like they had to.
And also,
I'm about to get my
I know y'all said. You don't want your son to be a part of that, I understand, but like if she again in their culture, if she had a quinceañera and she's considered a woman, and also maybe her mother took her got birth control, so like she she can't have no kids or whatever, 99.9% chance of, and so she's like whatever, y'all come stay over, Obviously, I'm not gonna be like y'all go ahead, y'all can fuck, but like it's like.
See, we got to be careful, man. Like I said, we got to be careful what we setting up and what we putting out there, right? Because even if one situation, okay, Damon, even if that is the case, you don't know what other doors you opening up behind that for your child to now start to develop a different type of mindset, a different way to move.
We're just thinking we're just looking negatively on the situation
because kids, that's not being
that's why I was saying, like, if she say yes to that, and then what if she had another boy that she want to bring to the house?
But
she opened up doors.
But we're
for
only
other
just putting hypotheticals of negative stuff, like what if they get together forever, or what if if we're gonna just add what ifs, we don't have to add just negative what ifs. We can add some positive what ifs. Like you don't never know what effect it's gonna have on your kids. Like
what's
like,
a positive?
For instance, hold on, wait. Let me end this point. Like the preacher's daughter, they say like because they live so strict that they're really promiscuous and shit. So like there's an opposite example of that, like their parents not being open with them, having company, having boys over, having boyfriends, and then the preacher's daughter does the opposite. She can't have any of that, but she's fucking in the church, sucking dick in the back room. Like so, like you don't know what you only can do what you think is best for your kids. So if we're gonna just say like she's because she got let her boyfriend spend a night that she's gonna become a whore for the rest of her life, I think it's most likely that she won't.
I think it's a way we could challenge it though, because it's like honestly though, let's honestly ask the question though. Do kids, when they put in a position to make their own decisions, think about yourselves and the kids that y'all know, do they choose to make the right decisions or do they don't? I don't think they do, bro. I think it's a good idea. I think it's a good idea to have the intention to think that these kids can make good decisions. And and parents who choose to, like the mother who called, like people who choose to raise their kids like that, it's a bold new idea. It's a whole different idea, and I can understand.
That girl wasn't on birth control at the time,
and her mama a whole fool.
How you know?
Go ahead, get him, Nene. Get him, Nene.
Did you ask? Oh,
see.
So Nene, if they still together,
liking the damn
oh no, hold on, let me see. CJ, you still talk to that girl? No.
See?
Ask him what he was thinking when the girl mama said, "Can you spend a night?"
You heard him, CJ? What he said? He said, "What was you thinking when the girl mama asked me if you could spend a night?"
Yes. That's my plan type stuff. I wasn't really. I ain't really want to spend the night for it.
He didn't want to spend a night for real. He said.
I think that was a setup.
Because he knew his mom.
It is a little weird though. That's a little weird.
I know, but I know a lot of people. They not
See,
black
the mama was
that
trying
grew
to
up in
trap
that way, and
him.
they were able to like their parents let
He
them
said it
have
was a little weird too.
kids over, like they boyfriend over.
But the
and stuff.
mamas be looking at the sons
Okay,
too. You gotta
CJ.
watch out for that too.
Hey,
I think it's dangerous
Not a
for
double
Yeah,
us.
like
double.
that episode on
negative.
Raising Kanan. She was fucking on her daughter's boyfriend.
I think we right the panel right, but I think it's wrong for us to assume that negative things is gonna happen out these situations.
It's not to assume. Look, I'm not going to assume that something negative. What I'm simply saying is, when we talk about entitlement, when we open up doors, no matter what them doors look like, we are setting our kids up to start to think, one, that they are grown, and two, that they are entitled to operate like they're grown and do and conduct themselves like they're grown. We have to be careful as parents what doors we open up and what we put out there, because again, kids have a habit of picking up the mindset of entitlement. That's why even in the video, them staying there, even in the video with her kids staying, with her daughter staying there, she feels entitled to, why I got to pay $600 just because I stay here. This is my house too. When in reality, it's like, if this is really not your house. This is not your house at all for you to have entitlement or believe that
I'm entitled to. My daddy can't tell me his house, not my house, bro.
Now it ain't your house.
It's not my house, but it is my house at the same time.
Okay, well, you go.
That nigga entitled.
I'm entitled, bro.
The mama like, shit. Okay, I'm going over.
Say that's my house.
Right.
It is my daddy house.
Ain't the kids?
I'm
not
coming. I'm
gonna
pulling up
listen?
here. I'm doing work. Whatever you need
Hell
to do,
no.
whatever they need me to do, is like I can stay here if I need to. Like,
I don't think so.
my daddy.
Now
house,
I'm gonna
the
tell
family's
y'all a
home.
funny story, right? So I was like 22 working at Popeyes, and my mama was like, you know, your portion of everything, you just pay the light bill. So I was giving her like, maybe like $150. I'm like, okay, that's all I gotta do. Bet. I start coming in with all type of fucking shopping bags.
See?
She started asking for more money and shit.
She started hating on you.
You see what I'm
Hating on
saying?
you.
That's
That's
what I'm talking about.
hate.
This
That's
what I'm
hate.
talking about.
That's
So I
hate.
had to give her an extra $50 a month.
That's hate.
I'm
I'm
like, it was
hating on you
200.
like you was shining. Crazy.
Someone you chatted.
Yeah,
But once I
if we agree
started
to
working, I was like, I
150,
gotta
it don't
put you
matter
on
what I can buy with
responsibility.
the rest of my money. Now I gotta give you more because I'm buying stuff you like. That's crazy.
But what type of responsibility are you having? Like, how long do a parent supposed to be like, okay, well, you could just give me 150 and you just blow the rest of your money, and you 22 and you're not doing nothing else. Like, how long is this supposed to last?
Couple paychecks.
Yeah, that's
You know,
true.
you
Because
say,
I
a
was
couple
like,
paychecks.
okay, that's
3,
all I
4,
gotta
5,
do. Say
6
less.
paychecks. Hey, young YOLO. Fuck. You gotta stop. No, but about the way Ramal was saying earlier about the entitlement with the kids, I think what if that mom looks at her daughter as grown at 15? Because other cultures, they all look at their children, they grow up faster. Like they look at their kids younger, especially in like Eastern world.
They can do that, but we black shit. In the black household, your ass is
And
not
the girl
grown.
wasn't black, she was
but-
Hispanic.
But even with Hispanic households, everybody contribute to the household in a different type of way. It might not be financial, but it's like we all work together, and it's
That's
not like
true.
one person just walk in willy-nilly and everybody else contributing. You ain't.
No, I'm talking about when Ramal said that like when you let the kid do that, then they get entitlement, thinking like they're starting to be grown and they can do this over and over again. Speaking about the 15-year-old having her boyfriend.
But other cultures, I've been around like Latino, the culture, Mexicans, like been deep in it. Even with their parents, first of all, their parents don't even. That's new to me to hear what Nene said. But most Mexicans don't even allow their daughter to operate like under that type of stance. But if they did, they still got a control over like Mexicans. They have a certain control over their kids, but their kids is not going to develop that entitlement shit. Like I've met a lot of Mexicans who they don't play that shit with their parents. And like King
But is
said,
it entitlement if
Hey, but one thing though, man, other
I view
races
my
ain't gonna
daughter
grow
as an adult and I'm letting her do this? She's not entitled. I mean, I'm not giving her entitlement because she's not a kid to me anymore. She's
other
old
races
enough to
ain't
make
gonna go
those
up on the
decisions.
rent though, neither though, bro.
Like
that
they help their kids longer than we do.
That has happened to me a couple times. You know when, like you it was something that was set in stone, like the 400, like old girl, and then because I'm doing whatever, doing better, people looking at me different. I've kicked in, done what I'm supposed to do. Now they want more. That situation does happen, especially in black homes.
But I think with up in the rent, it kind of
more.
motivates somebody to move out. If you upset about $600, then you can be upset enough to go find you somewhere else to live if you don't want to pay it. So it's like you've been here long enough. You've been here long enough that you've been paying $400, and if I had to go up, you've been here too fucking long. So
I hear you, Kenya.
But if you want them to leave, then have that conversation. They need to leave. Don't price them out of it. That's just passive aggressiveness. If you're like,
what parent really want to kick that kid out? I mean, what
a parent that wants to raise the rent to get them to leave is the same parent we're talking about.
But they're not gonna come out and say it.
That's the problem. You should be saying, hey, you need to leave. I need you to get up out of here. This is your time frame. They need to have that conversation and not passive aggressive and just price them out where they can't.
But we got inflation too, though. So it's everything going up. So shit, my mortgage went up, light bill went up.
But you're not setting your kid up for success at that point. If the point is to get them to leave the house and be grown,
people leave houses for their children.
Passive aggressive.
You got some people out here that do that. Some people leave a house for their kids. So they don't have to be homeless.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I know a lot of people who parents who go lived with their parents for a long time and like didn't pay rent or anything. Their parents helped them until they were 24, 25, 26. Like they do that. Mm-hmm. Like in other cultures, they literally help their parents still take care of them for years. I know people who've never paid rent before. They live.
But even in the video, the lady said, the auntie
they
said,
don't be slouches. They go to work. They literally like saving money.
Yeah, that case too.
50, 60 racks saved up, just going to work.
Right, yeah.
They stay at their boyfriend house sometimes, come back. Like they work. They go to work and their parents don't charge them anything. That's your money.
Going back to the video, the auntie already said, you motherfuckers don't do nothing. Y'all sit here and y'all do this and y'all do that. Y'all not helping. Y'all not contributing nothing. So y'all can afford the $600. So that lets you know that it's not the situation where she's trying to do something to actually move out. That she's just paying her $400 and kicking the bobos. That's what it sounds like. Because I think the auntie wouldn't have said like, you motherfuckers ain't doing shit. Y'all ain't helping her. Y'all stressing her out. So you don't know what type of household or the energy that grown ass woman bringing in the house.
So a parent's house is not a parent's home is not the child's. Like they is not entitled at all to that.
That's
house.
crazy.
I think that's dangerous.
No. Okay, that is their house. That's their house. That's why.
Let me. Listen.
Okay, go ahead.
I understand what you're talking about, but listen. But most kids think that's home.
Let me explain. Let me explain.
But I understand where you're coming from, though.
It's a psychological mind. It's a psychological thing, right? I tell my 13-year-old child, this is not his home. This is not his room. I want him to understand, not in the sense that this is not in his home. I want him to understand the sense that you can't come you can't come in this bitch and do whatever the fuck you want to do. You're a child. You don't control shit here. Because if you don't get your child to understand that, which my 13-year-old child has the mindset at times where he think he can run my motherfucking house, think that he can do whatever the fuck he want to do, and you don't pay shit here. You don't own shit here. You are everything you have is because of me, right. and your mother. So yes, no, this is not your fucking home. This is not your room. This is my motherfucking room. So therefore, clean my fucking room up. Because if you don't put it in that aspect, they're looking at it like the entitlement. This is my room.
Entitlement. It's still entitlement.
It's my room. I ain't gonna clean my room up.
I think it's
no locked doors.
Okay,
like,
right.
Shit.
I mean, I understand what you're saying, but also like it is their house. Like it is their home. You own, like you're saying, you own this. This is my jurisdiction. This is my rules. You don't make any rules, but like this is yours because it's not a sense of like physical ownership, but it's yours, and because you're entitled to come in, you can stay here if you need to. You live.
He's saying that entitlement right there is the dangerous slope.
But what I'm saying, if you don't have to give them some type of ownership and feel like it's theirs, where is the incentive to take care of it? Where's the incentive to grow from there? Like if you're just like, I'm just staying. This is gonna be ATM. Get the fuck out. I'm gonna tell you this. I'm gonna tell you the incentive versus having a
no. The incentive to take care of it is the fact that I paid for it, and you ain't gonna get another motherfucking piece of nothing that you asked for if you don't learn to take. See, it's a way around it. Think about it. If I go buy my,
but you're talking about a 13-year-old. At 18, they don't. Only thing you're saying is you have to do all of this stuff because it's mine and I said so.
Right.
Like, at 18, they're gonna leave and it's not gonna be yours. So then when they come back over, or they're not gonna. They don't. It's like, all right, that's your shit. Okay, I'm gonna go have. I don't want none of that. I'm gonna have my own shit. Fuck you.
You damn right. That's the way it's supposed to be.
But that's not how it's supposed to be. This is my dad's house. Like I said, it's my house. I know I can go there whenever I want to. I don't have to call that nigga. I don't have to say I'm just gonna
you're right. You can do that, but
pull
you
up
can't
and not be in the room sleep. Like
you're right. No, hold on, come on. You're right. You can't. I want my child to still come to my house. Here's the difference. Like you said, you should be able to go over your daddy's house anytime you want. That's fine. But you can't come to my motherfucking house and plop your feet up on my table. You can't come in my motherfucking house and walk in my house and not take your shoes off. There's a difference.
That's just
there's a difference.
The rules, the protocols of the.
That's the problem, and that's the problem. A lot of people, as they get older, teenagers, they start feeling like they're entitled to do whatever to your fucking house the way they feel like they want to do it, to bring whoever they want in there, to do whatever what they want to do, and not follow the fucking rules. And that's not how it goes. This is my house. Even at 30 years old, I told my son, even if you're 30, when you walk in my motherfucking house, you're gonna respect my house, and it's vice versa. When you move out, you go get your own shit. I'm not just gonna come in your crib and not follow whatever rules you have. If you got rules, as your parent, this your shit. So I'm gonna respect your house.
I agree with you saying follow the rules, but saying that it's not their house is what I'm saying.
It's not. They don't pay no motherfucking bills. This is my home. This is me and my wife. This is not your shit. You didn't work for it. You didn't do shit for it. You live here. That's because I allow it. And the incentive is for you to understand that when you wanna start having ownership, go get your own shit. That's the problem. I watched some even with my own siblings. I see my own siblings treat my grandma's house like it's their shit, and they disrespected it, including myself. We disrespected it because it's like just our shit. No, it's not.
Let me ask you a question, Ramal, because I'm hearing where you're coming from, and I kind of believe that works. But this is a question I want to ask you. Do you think your zero tolerance is fair, or does the empathy of your zero tolerance ever kick in? Like, because it's actually what you doing, protecting your child. You building character in your child. Honestly, it's a great thing. But it's also the chance that, and with this what Cuz talking about, that they go rebel, because that's what kids have done for our history when it comes to.
He gonna do that. They gonna do that regardless. That's what I'm telling. Listen to me. They gonna do that. I'm learning with Kenya and having a 13-year-old. My son, even when I grant him or give him give him that space, like you said earlier, to make the right decision, to do what he want to do, he still find a way to fuck up, because in his mind, he's already made the decision for me. Even if I open up that door and say, hey, man, this is the space I want us to be in, where I want us to be honest and communicate and so forth, so forth. He's still in his head like, okay, I might be honest with you on this level, on this situation, but then this situation and the one after that, I ain't telling you shit, because I've already judged how you going to respond to it. That's what I'm saying. Regardless of the space you give them, kids are going to do whatever the fuck they want to do regardless. It don't matter how open you is with your child. They still going to rebel. They still going to do whatever the fuck they want. My thing is, you're not going to do it here. There's rules here. Even if I told my son, I'm giving another rule. You do drugs, you can't live here. I don't give a fuck if you go get high outside this house. You still doing drugs and you're under my roof. Whether you did it in my house or out on the front porch, you're still doing drugs. You can't live here. If that's the way the road you want to
go, I can't smoke no weed.
You can't do no drugs.
I can't smoke no weed in my car and come in the house.
You can't do no drugs. No, not while you live with me.
Weed not a drug though.
You can't do no drugs.
What if it's recreationally legal in the state? What if it's recreationally? That's
it ain't recreational.
You a dictator, bro. You got like Napoleon or something, dude. You can't.
No, it's just look. No, I
agree with you about the like following the rules, but I feel like that's just everywhere you go in every situation. When you go to work, there's rules that you have to follow.
But that's the problem today. These kids don't want to follow rules.
But
I don't think
that every kid doesn't want to follow. Like most
I
kids
never
don't
said
every.
Demond, no, I'm not saying every. I'm not saying every, sir. I'm saying there are a lot of kids out here who have a problem with following rules.
Kids don't want to follow rules ever. When you was a kid, you didn't want to follow rules. and like
Listen,
that's just a part of a kid. Like it's not a news concept. When you was little, you bet you was bad as hell too. I bet your mama said you don't want to listen to this shit either.
But
You
look,
want to do what the fuck
cuz,
you want to
this
do.
the thing though. When a
I mean,
standard
yeah,
is
but
set-
now we know what we know. They need to follow these fucking rules. Shit.
But
Now that
I
we
understand.
grown
I'm
and
not.
we got
I'm not.
kids
I'm not
ourselves,
arguing
hell
if
yeah,
they need to follow the
fucking
rules or not. I'm not arguing if they need to follow the rules or not. I'm saying that you're saying that this not their house. Like this is my room. I live here. If it's not my room, I'm just renting here. I can't wait to get the fuck out. Then like I don't.
Look, this
But
the
you
thing
don't. But
though.
you don't want.
And
But my thing
I
is, you don't
think-
want your kids to feel
listen,
like this is home.
I think this the
It is
thing.
home.
This the blessing. This the
But
blessing.
how is it
in what you
home if
saying,
it's
though,
no?
Ramon.
This not your shit. This my shit. You don't like. You don't have any entitlement to any of this.
But look,
I don't
G,
want. I'm
listen.
not gonna have. I'm not gonna take care of the
Look,
same
bro,
way.
listen,
I'm not gonna
us-
care about it
I
the
see
same
where
way.
he's coming from. I see
Like
where
my dad says, I come here. I'm like, why the grass? You want me to cut the grass? Like
Look,
not
bro,
because
listen,
he
bro,
want
listen.
me to.
I see what
Because
Demond
it's the family house. It's my daddy crib.
A standard has been set though. This the thing though. This and this the thing. This is why I agree with you, bro. But I'm a lean why maybe Ramon might be right because this the thing, G. When these standards be set and kids actually have to obey by these standards, bro. The recipe for them having a more productive life is way better, bro. For real.
Demond talking about he still gonna go to his daddy house and fucking his house. Like what? What are we talking about?
I did not say I'm gonna go to my
that
daddy
standard
house
being
and
set,
fuck in
it's
his house.
wrong, bro.
My daddy watched this podcast. First off, second off, I did not say I would do that. Now,
You
have
might as
I
well.
had
You
sex in my
said that. You
father's
should
house?
do that.
Yes, I have. Did he know I did it? No, he did not.
That's the problem.
So
That's
that's
the problem.
not the
Oh
pro-
shit, he
that's
knows
not
the
the pro-
date.
It's my
He knows the
daddy
date,
house,
nigga.
bro. You
He
fucking
watching.
your mom's
You
house.
can curse your ass
You
out.
gonna-
after the
I
podcast.
grew up living here. I lost
the-
my fucking virginity in this bitch.
the
Yes, I'm fucking
concept-
here.
Listen to me. The concept of this is not this is their home. Not really. Your home is when you go create your own shit with your own family. This is my home. Me and my wife, we work for this. We did this. This is not your home. So yes, you
When
are
you get
fucking
kids and
here
get married.
on the technicality because you are my fucking child. But everything in this bitch is mine. It's mine.
And then
And
when
if
you die,
you
what's
want
gonna happen
to
to
leave-
it? When you die,
What?
what's gonna happen to it?
I
When you die,
mean,
what's
with
gonna happen
that,
to it?
but
It's gonna
Romeo,
go to
that
your
is
kids.
like a
Then
little
it's
bit of
theirs.
control.
Then it's gonna go to your
That's a
kids.
little
Then it's
bit-
theirs. And you know what they're gonna do? They're gonna sell all that shit, but they don't have no attachment to it.
No,
You
she's
like
gonna
this is
throw
mine.
it away. No, my wife is gonna throw it away. No, my wife
You
is
gonna
gonna
die
throw
with
it
none of that
away.
shit. It's your
No.
family. You get that shit for your family.
They gonna be scared
man.
to fucking
Your ass gonna be old in the big ass house by yourself. You and your wife. Y'all can just be sitting there. Everybody wanna come over because your ass talking about this is my shit.
It is.
They gonna mess around
Yes,
and be placed
own
in a
it.
nursing home.
Yes, like
He gonna be by
everybody
himself.
see it, bro, like, but they gonna be like, fuck this shit. This my daddy shit. When you die, they gonna sell all that shit. They gonna want to.
You gonna be rolled in a wheelchair into a street. You better be nice to them kids.
No, I'm very nice. Y'all get it twisted. I'm extremely nice.
It's mine. And you watch, they gonna get 18. You gonna be like, hey, remember that time you stepped on my shoes when you was 13? Bring up all shit. Hell no, don't come in here with those.
No, it's just you have. Again, I'm gonna use the word twine. It's a standard, man. Listen, I want my child to understand. At the end of the day, the goal is for you to get out and stand on your own and become successful and create your own home, your own family on your 2 feet, like I did. I don't want you to get this mindset that you're entitled to whatever I have built. You're not, and whatever you are entitled to is off of technicality. Real talk is because you are my child. But you didn't build this shit. You didn't do none of it. This come from me. When you become a man, you got to go do the same thing that I did, which is build your shit and that be your home. This home that me and your mother built, this our shit. That is the truth. Now, are you welcome? Are you welcome to come home? Yes, you are. Are you welcome to be here? Yes, you are. But you still can't walk in my shit just because you're welcome and do just off the wall shit and disrespect me and your mother's house. That's not what we gonna do. Because I'm not gonna walk in your house and disrespect your house as a grown man. This, whether it's an apartment, a home, what? This your shit. You pay for it. So when I come to your house, I'm gonna take a seat on your motherfucking couch, and I'm a polite. Hey son, can I get something to drink? I'm not just gonna walk in your shit and just be belligerent. It's just it's a sign of respect, and it's showing him I respect your shit. Just like I wanted you to respect my shit when you were in my home, I want to respect your shit now that I'm in your home. This not a power struggle thing. I'm not trying to have a power struggle with my son. Like, no, that's not the way it is. It's the standard, and I want him to have the same when he get his kids. This his shit. It's no different than Shaq saying, "This my money. You guys are not entitled to my money. I work for this. This is my shit. Just I'm rich. You're not rich. That's just what it is, and that is the truth. You're not. So what we talking about is it's no different. If me and Ken become wealthy, this is not their money. This me and her shit. You have to go get your shit. Now, based off you being my child,
what's gonna happen to the money?
I don't give a fuck what happened to it after that. I'm just telling you why I'm alive.
You don't want it to go to your kids. You want it to just whatever.
If that's mean what it do, yeah, I wouldn't mind. But under the circumstances,
you wouldn't mind. That wasn't at the point.
You never know shit.
You don't intend to do that. What do you mean? If you don't mind, you don't care where it goes.
I don't know what their future look like. I don't know what their future look like. What if, God forbid, they could be one of them motherfuckers be on drugs. I don't know what the fuck their future look like.
And they ain't got nowhere to stay, and you die with an empty home. You don't want them to have a home. Drugs or not, they still need to live.
If they sell my shit, they have crackheads running in hell.
Regardless of what they are.
No, if they're a crackhead, they got crackheads running in my hell. No, I don't.
You want them to be a crackhead on the street?
Yeah.
Hey, you a crackhead, be on the street.
But they gonna sell a house anyway.
It's your fucking kid, though.
Get the money
it's your
it,
kid.
Okay, let me say this. Then we gotta move on. I watch my granny, and I love my uncles, but I watch my grannies. And this is some real shit. I watched my grandmother. She raised us. She raised 6 of her kids, and then she raised 6 of her grandkids. I watched my uncles be a fucking what's the shit that on the boat when you drop it down? When you drop it on the boat, like to stop to hold the boat.
The anchor.
I watched my uncles be anchors to their mother, where she did not know how to detach herself from them as they became adults. So I'm simply saying we as parents, we have a problem with that. We have a problem where because they are kids, we don't know how to detach the fucking anchor from them and say, okay, I ain't putting up with this. No, we still allow our kids to attach anchors to us, to drag us down, to stress us the fuck out, and off of technicality because they are a child. You got me fucked up. I'm not going for that.
I think enabling negative behavior and allowing your kids to feel some sense of ownership of where they live at is two different things.
If you're allowing your child to spend the night at 14, 13 years old over a girl house, that is bad behavior. That's bad behavior. What are you talking about?
Not to you.
And that's the problem.
I think for real.
It's not a moral yes or this is bad. No, if the 15-year-old mama think it's okay with her. And the girl want to do it. So where's the bad at?
Her being a mother. What type of sense of her being a mother? Why would she do that? Like you know they gonna sneak and do the shit. Your ass gonna fall asleep.
They gonna sneak and do it regardless. When you're not at home, when you're at work, they gonna sneak and do it. If they want to do it, they're going to do
permission. He don't need to come over there and spend the night. Now he could come over and watch your movie. You know,
and then they do it then.
No, because that's when the siblings come in and be. And that's when they supposed to be sad on their siblings.
Now we added siblings. What do you mean? I lost my virginity. My little brother was knocking, and my cousin was knocking on the door. Did you think I stopped because they was knocking? I'm gonna fuck. I locked the door and fucked.
Well, I was raised by old school. My mom was raised by her grandmother, so I was raised. Basically, I'm young, but I act like an old ass lady. But I think that's a good thing because I felt like I don't agree with all of the raising that they was, how they raised me. Or whatever, but some of that shit made sense. Like, I'm not finna have my daughter boyfriend come over and spend the night. What the hell he need to come over here and spend the night for? Like, they could come over and watch a movie. And yes, if I'm in the house, I'm gonna be monitoring them. Now, I ain't gonna be no creepy ass mama keep coming down there every second. But I know, look, they ain't gonna be able to do that. I know that much.
I agree with all that, but
yeah,
to say that it's wrong, but to say that that's wrong is what I'm saying. Is we can't say it's wrong.
It ain't that it's wrong. It's a
listen, we just don't agree with the tactic.
Look, bro, if I would have grew up with standards, the same standards that he talking about in his house, if it would have been placed upon me, like me personally, that mean I would have been making better decisions in the home, and I wouldn't have started making fucked up decisions when I got outside. because I didn't have standards. You want to know what the standards do? It's easy. Like it's like, okay, you can get away with this, but you can't get away with this. You get away with this, you can't get away with this. And I'm trying. I try the world. I took that behavior to the world. I didn't learn shit in the house because it wasn't no standards, bro. I was able to do what the fuck I wanted to do. And now that I'm seeing this, because I always thought that people like Ramon was militant. That shit militant don't make no sense. But what I'm understanding is without these fucking standards, and if I would have had them, because this is what I'm just saying, if I would have had them, if they would have been complacent on me, bro, it would have forced me to make better decisions in the house. And it would have trickled on off into the world, bro.
So, and that's where it starts. It starts at home, and that's what I tell my son all the time.
It's a slippery slope, bro.
Yeah, everything I don't let my son get away with shit, and everything starts at home. Every lesson you gonna learn, it starts here first. If I fail you here in this house, then I know I failed you out there when you eventually get out there. My job is to not fail you in this house while you're here, and I'm not gonna do that for my son. So if that means I gotta create these standards and all that, I'm gonna do it. Because even with my son, I don't even allow him to. You can't kiss no girl at 15. I mean at 13. I don't give a fuck. You can't. Because I'm trying to teach.
Stop right there. Do you think he has?
No, he hasn't. He hasn't. I'm being honest.
That's the
how do you know?
That's
how do you know?
I always thought.
No, wait. How do you know?
How do you know? Something like that. It's gonna
wait. How do you know?
Sneak behind your back.
How do you know? That's what I'm getting to, though. How do you know? How do you know?
Look. Yeah. The reason why he hasn't done it yet because he hasn't gained the confidence within himself yet. I'm not saying that my son won't do it eventually. I'm saying at this moment,
believe he haven't done it yet. Real
talk. No. I know. I know because listen to me. I know my son. At this point, he hasn't developed the confidence with girls. Right now, in the group of guys that he's with, it's just conversation amongst them, and he's seeing his other buddies like venture off in it. But I've been through his phone and all of that. He has yet to develop the confidence just yet. Now, I'm not saying it's not around the corner. It's there. But he hasn't developed the confidence just yet, just based off how he operates with girls now. So I know it's going to happen, but I'm trying to create a standard in him to even care about his privacy, to care about his body. That's the problem. We grew up with we told our dicks ain't shit. We don't got no standards about our body parts.
No one told me that, sir.
Come on, man.
But you saying that he don't got a confidence. What if a little girl came and kissed him?
That's a different story. That's out of my.
It's not. It's the same. It's
not in his control. I'm talking about him. It's within his control. Him doing it. A girl walking up to him and kissing him, that's out of his control, Demond.
It still can happen. Whether you're militant and strict about it and saying you're not allowed to do this, and then you send them up into the world.
I kind of agree with Romeo.
No, I'm not saying it can't. I'm sorry, Brendan. Let me say this real quick. I'm not saying it can't happen. It can happen. I'm saying, but you're saying if it happens out of his control, where a girl has done it, where she ran up on him and kissed him, that's a different story. Versus,
I'm just saying it can happen whether you believe it did or not, or whether you obey. You say it's okay or you say it's not okay. It can happen. That's my point. That's my whole point.
I know it
can happen. Whether it can and will happen whether you say it's okay or not.
I know that.
So some people. I'm saying to how you're looking at it, like some people look at it the opposite way. Hey, how about I have these conversations and not make this a taboo thing where you have to sneak and go through your phone, or you have to hide, you feel shame about it, have to hide it from you because it's not allowed, and it happens.
That's why you get kids that think that they're your friend. Because
that's not always the case, though.
That is what you mean. Look. Okay, I'm gonna give an example. Demond. Then we got to move on. Look, I know so many motherfucking kids as teenagers that start smoking weed. And look, they were sneaking at first. Then the parents said, "Oh, look, you ain't got to do it. You could do it in my house with me." Now they taking it to the extreme where they like, "I'm gonna bring the guys over. We gonna smoke weed. I'm gonna smoke weed with you, mom, and roll up with you or dad." It becomes to the point where again you extend it's disrespectful.
Then they start trying to think. Then they start thinking you their friend. Then that's when the little disrespect starts coming in.
It's not because they're not bringing people over here and smoking in the house just because you said it's okay for them to smoke. You still have to be the parent and set the boundaries. You can say, okay, I'd rather you. You can say, okay, I'd rather you smoking. I'd rather you be in the house instead of sitting in some car in the street somewhere smoking.
That's contradicted, Demond. That's
no, it's not. Listen, that's not contradictory. I can say, hey, I know you smoking. I don't want you to smoke, but I'd rather you fucking in the basement smoking smoking, then outside in the street in the car somewhere smoking with some niggas.
How about don't
Then
smoke
I can
at
also
all?
say, don't bring no
How about don't
motherfuckers to
smoke
my
at
house.
all?
I can
How
also
about
be
don't
like, you
smoke
can't
at
have
all?
these niggas over my house smoking with you. This ain't the fucking party house.
How about
Nigga,
don't
if you
smoke
a
at
little
all?
weed in the basement, I don't know, I don't smell it. That's cool, but you ain't
How
gonna have all
about
these
don't
motherfuckers
smoke
in
at
my
all?
house. That's
How
two
about don't
different
smoke at
things.
all? How about don't smoke at all?
You can also say, how about not smoke at all? But if they're already start smoking with their friends, you're telling them not to
Then
smoke.
let's
All
go
they gonna do is
let's go
hide
to
it from you.
therapy. Let's
All they
figure
gonna
out
do is
why
hide it
at
from you. They're gonna
13
be like,
years
oh, no,
old.
oh, my dad said don't smoke
No,
no more, so I'm
listen.
just gonna
Let's
stop
go to
smoking.
therapy.
They
Why
just
at
hide
13?
it.
No, let's go to therapy. Let's go get some help. Because why at 13
Smoking
do you
weed is
feel the need?
crazy.
Why
He
at
should be doing
13?
it anyway. He
Why at
13.
already
13?
smoking
Why
it.
at 13 do you feel the need? You ain't got no major motherfucking problems in the world. You ain't got none of that shit going on. So why at 13 do you feel the need? You need to smoke. So
And you got
Well,
that
I'm not
much
putting it
freedom
on
let's
at
go
your.
figure it
13.
out.
I'm not
So
talking about your
good.
son specifically. I'm talking about children in general. If
I'm
your
talking about
kid
children in
smoking,
general. Let's go figure
yeah,
it out.
but
Yeah,
I
that's
mean
a
at
good
13,
point.
yes, but at 16,
What type of
17,
environment
That's
they
just
in?
3 years
16, bro.
older. What's the
What type
fucking
of
That's
environment are
3
they in
years.
for them to
3
be
years
smoking
is
at
a
13?
3-year
on,
difference.
bro?
A 3-year-old
Hell
and a 6-year-old, a 6-year-old and a 9-year-old, a 9-year-old and a 12-year-old. Those are all different ages in different development stages. What do you
I don't
mean?
know.
3 years is a 3 years is
But even
a
still,
different
bro, at
time. They about to
17,
be
why is we
18.
smoking? Why was I
16,
smoking
17,
all that
18
weed
ain't
at
finna be do whatever the
17,
fuck they
bro?
want to. So you're still trying to get them
How
skills
you gonna
and
say
the
they can do
ability to
whatever they
make
want
good.
when they still live under
I'm
your
not
rule
finna
in
have
your
no
At
house?
18, they
13-year-old.
can fucking leave and go somewhere else.
Well, then you,
Why they
Your
leaving at
rules only
what
all of
age
that
is
only
it?
matters when they're a kid and they can't do for themselves. Once they can do for themselves, it's fuck you and I don't care and I'm gonna do what I want to and
that's
I'm not gonna listen to you.
when you're not under
That's
my
what
roof.
I'm
That's
saying.
fine. That's fine. Long as you're
Why
not
would
under
you
my
want
roof.
them to not listen to you when they get older? That's when they need your help
Because
the
you're
most
an
when they're in
adult
the
at that
world.
point. That's me letting go to anchor. That's me saying. That's me letting you know.
Guiding them and enabling them is different. Like you still want to guide your
You're not. You're
25-year-old.
not.
I still call my daddy to this day. Hey, dad. Hey, mom. Hey, stepmom. Like I have questions about this, auntie, uncle.
And you still gonna do whatever
y'all
the fuck
been
you
through this
want to
in this
do.
age of my life. I want to
You
talk
still
to them.
gonna do whatever you want. They can give you
I
a
am going to
response.
still do whatever I want,
Okay,
but I
so what
look
you
to them for
talking about?
guidance before I make my decision on what I'm going to do.
Okay. Okay.
We can go to the next topic though.
Yeah, I personally think I don't see the point in it. I think that at the end of the day, we again.
So you can do this with them. How they talk. Be it at the end of the day, you want them to just come to you, even if they did some fucked up shit, to be able to say, "Hey, I did some fucked up shit." Like one thing my dad told me when I was little, I was probably like 9. He like, "Listen, I don't care what you did. If you wrong, we gonna have to figure that shit out. But I want you to come and tell me the fucking truth. Whatever it is, nigga, I'm on your side regardless, so it don't matter what the fuck it is. But I want you to be able to tell me the truth so that we can figure out how to get you the fuck out of this shit."
No,
or
I'm not,
whatever
that's
it's gonna
not
be.
me.
But
Not
instead of me lying about it, he's like, I don't want to go out.
That's not me. That's not me because that's. Hold on. Now I'm about to jump on you with this one in a respectful way. Your pop said with your other brother, he let go the rings because he went down a different slope. He said, I ain't got time for that shit. So that's what I'm saying. The same thing your Pops saying, that yes, if you're the good child and you made a mistake, yeah, Pops is here to help pick you up and do whatever, depending on how the extent of that mistake. But if you're a motherfucking child that's just out here saying, fuck, I'm going with the wind, fuck the rules, fuck everything, nigga, I'm cutting the rope. Go do you.
I mean, I don't think it's a good example for other reasons, but I understand what you're saying. But I mean, you still have to. It's about having the communication. I have that I have siblings that don't have a good communication with my dad, so they wouldn't do that. If I do some shit, I'm gonna be like, my daddy asked me, "You did this?" Yeah, I did do that. Why the fuck did you do that dumb shit? That's dumb. Ooh. Then he gonna come back and be like, "Hey, but bro, you need to go do this. Make sure you like, he gonna tell me to fuck like, nigga, that's fucked up, but that was wrong, or that was right. Good job."
But that's cool
also
though.
gonna
That your
guide
dad
me.
was like that, because I was terrified to tell my mama shit.
I be terrified to tell a nigga some shit sometimes. I'm like, I don't want to tell this nigga. She finna get on my ass. I don't want to tell my mom.
But at least you had your
me out.
dad
But
to
you gotta
still be cool. You know what I'm saying? Like, that was cool. That was cool.
Facts.
Oh, we gotta go to the next one. Kenya. Well, yeah.
We got chats in there. Chat.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna tell you. Go ahead, Kenya.
Oh damn, my bad. Somebody said like they would need a move out day if somebody lived with them, and they said if you charge rent or not, it depends on the role you play in their life and how their role is in your household, like how much groceries they use and what kind of help and how long they'll stay. But they agree we need to guide our children, but we need to teach them to navigate the world. And if you don't trust them, that's a deeper issue. So yeah.
All right, we're gonna go to the next one. Gotta play my video real quick.
You can't handle the truth.
I'm gonna leave it there. You can't handle the fucking truth. Let's go to another one.
Just bounce. Okay. You aspire to be a stay-at-home mom? If it comes with an allowance, yeah.
An allowance.
Yeah, like if he gives
Makes
me money
sense.
weekly, yeah.
Obviously, the man is working out there getting the bread, so life is good for you.
Yeah.
But
it
you
has
saying
to
you
be.
want even an extra incentive? Like, give me a little bit of extra.
Of course.
Yeah.
I also want to have my own
Yeah.
thing too.
There
Like I
you
want to
go.
have my
Yes,
own
own
credit, my own
business.
cars. I want to have my own thing. Where
Why do you want your own?
I'm gonna tell you why I want my own. Because nothing is forever.
So you think that it's okay for
need to
a
take
woman
notes.
to be a stay-at-home mom as long as she could plot her exit?
It's not plotting your exit.
There's no intention in his mind to make a backup plan in case you don't do what you want to do and you decide to just bounce.
Okay.
So what happens is when we get to this conversation is like, why do men not want to be married? This is the example, because if I go and I bust my behind and I provide and protect and I do everything for my wife, not my girlfriend, my wife, she's still thinking in the back of her head that this is a possibility, this is not going to work, and she wants to be okay when it doesn't. The ideology that you have in the mindset is called catastrophizing. A lot of women do it, and basically what that is when a woman is preparing for the tragedy rather than focusing on what is currently happening in their relationship or time.
So I had only got I had a bunch of questions, but I'm only going to, when I thought about this, how I wanted to approach the panel tonight, I only got entitlement, and because I can't keep all the questions up there in this one, I'm going to go back and forth between entitlement and this question right here. And within these videos, can we accept the truth? Can we open our eyes and see the truth? Can we stop fearing the truth? In that video, right, you're hearing a woman, in my opinion, who feel like she's entitled based off of being a stay-at-home wife or mom, and she's entitled to all of these things because, like she said, I gotta have this, I gotta have that in order for me to be the stay-at-home mom. And he told her, as you basically preparing for an exit door. That's your strategy. In case something don't happen, you making sure you done lined your ducks up. What's y'all thoughts on that when it comes to hearing the truth about that, or a motherfucker being real with you and saying shit like that? What's y'all thoughts on the video? Go ahead, Nene, or whoever want to go.
Well, I feel like okay, yeah, I agree with the allowances and stuff like that, cause yeah, by all means, cause she gotta take care of the kids in the house and shit. That shit fucking hard work. So yeah, she deserves an allowance. I agree with that, but she shouldn't be plotting no exit unless she see something that she ain't supposed to be seeing, or he doing something, or he ain't treating her right. Of course, because like she said, people change their mind. People, I don't know. Nick, he's a man, so he might slip up and do some shit. But don't do it if you ain't saying nothing. Like, he loyal, you know what I'm saying? You should not be doing that shit. If he really loves you, he loyal to you, like that shit should be out the fucking window. But if you seeing signs that he ain't being like, trying to be sneaky and shit, yeah. Cause motherfuckers will have you fucked up. And then have your ass out here looking crazy as hell, feelings hurt. You know what I'm saying? So yes, you have to protect yourself too. So yes. But like I said, like if he loyal, he treat you good and all that, like that's disrespectful, bitch. Right? Like, why you doing that? This is forever. Loyalty is everything. Cause if I'm loyal to you and I'm out here blindfolded, like I don't see niggas, like when I go outside, they invisible. Like it should be the same for you. When you go outside, bitches should be invisible to your ass. But if you ain't seeing that, then yeah, that's protecting yourself. That's my opinion. Okay, bye.
Okay. I got you, Brittany. Go ahead, Demar. Demar,
So
what?
the thing I got the problem with that you just said is she need an allowance because taking care of the kids and groceries and stuff doesn't like if I'm taking
And
care
don't you want your girl to be looking good, like for you?
I mean,
You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
but
Like, okay, so yeah.
I mean, I guess it's what type of woman you want. If you got to get them an allowance to stay married to you, it's crazy.
But you
I mean,
would want to anyway. Like,
but
you would
listen though, if
want
I'm
to
taking care of the
anyway.
family, if we marry, it's our money. So if we have a budget of what we can spend on frivolous shit, and we got the budget for the shit to take care of the crib, the budget for the bills, why do I have to also give you an allowance to what for what? What do you get? I need to give you $20,000. That's just I'm just paying you to stay with me. At the end of the day, I mean, some niggas just want that. I just want to find ass woman that I give her 20 bands, whatever, go spend, look good all the time. That's what I want from you. And that's it. But if you got a woman that she's at the crib taking care of the family and all of that, you also have to give her an allowance every month for her to be comfortable, like stay with you. It's crazy to me.
Ain't that like an escort?
Yeah, it's called a hoe or a prostitute. Gold digging ass bitch.
That's
you
called
want your husband to pay you to fuck him at night, type of thing. Like,
yeah, that's what it's
no, not necessarily. I disagree with that. I definitely don't think. Listen, I did that shit. Old girl entitled like a motherfucker. But the fact of giving your girl allowance if she's a stay-at-home mom, to me, that's some G shit for real. Because it's like, for me personally, if you finna be at home and you ain't bringing in no income, and you got to take care of the house, and you ain't got no money coming in, like, what the fuck? Like, how she gonna look good, bro? How she gonna do anything? I want to give my woman allowance. I ain't gonna lie to you.
The debit card that go to the account that I got the debit card to. So we got a budget. Like, if you want to get your hair done, baby, go get your hair done. Like, it's in the budget, but I don't have to give you.
That is the allowance. It's just a budget, bro. It's just a budget. If it's a budget, that is allowance, bro.
If it's both of y'all money, it's not an allowance. If it's our money, how are you giving me allowance out of our money? I mean, if it's a marriage, it is ours. Everything what's mine is yours.
Because you're my wife, and we're in a partnership together.
Why is it I don't have no money, you do? Like, we collective, we together. Like, I'm your wife. Why do I have to ask you for money? Why do you need to give me allowance to be a fucking wife and a mother? Like, you take care of the house, you're taking care of me.
Allowance come with a regulation.
9 times out of 10, if a man is making the money, 9 times out of 10, that woman ain't finna have access to all his money like that.
How? When that's his wife. When you're a wife, you're entitled to everything. Like,
but now he's doing what he just. But now you're doing
marriage. I don't believe in this entitlement shit. I'm kind of old school. I always thought that a relationship was two people coming together to build something. That's what I always thought a relationship was.
So you think a stay-at-home mom is not building with you? She's taking care of the home and the child. How is she not building with you?
My phone, dad, y'all. My bad. What I miss?
Oh no, you good? That
I'm not saying that. All I'm saying is, if I was if I was paid like me, I was paid. If I had a bunch of money and my girl chose to be a stay-at-home work, I wouldn't mind giving my girl no allowance. I ain't finna feed no entitlement behavior, but I don't think that allowance shit is no bad thing.
The allowance is saying that it's my money and I'm gonna give you some. I'm gonna give you some. I'm gonna give you some money.
I got $100.
You have some. Versus this is our money.
It's not our money. This is my money.
And she gonna make.
Then if it's on, but if it's your money, then you like in that instance you're doing what they saying the woman's doing. Like she's saving up the money to plot her exit. If you think this is only my money and I gotta give you money, then this is you holding on to your stuff and plotting just in case.
But what if he's loyal, Brittany?
And that's a control mechanism by you saying that's your money.
If he loyal, then okay, the allowance money, okay.
He your husband. He your husband.
Yeah,
Brittany.
like that's my king. So I'm gonna look good for him. I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go all out for my husband by all means. But I'm also gonna take that money and we finna get some more money together. We're finna build together. Like,
but you a stay-at-home mom. You a stay-at-home mom.
But if it's our money, you don't have to have an allowance from your. You don't give yourself an allowance from your money.
Me and my ex, we were staying together. And the only time, we was doing the bills together, whatever. The only time I would ask him for some money is if I gotta, take the baby outside. But I'm gonna stay at home.
But why are you, if you with somebody, why do you have to ask them for something? It should be a thing that what's mine is yours is mine. Like, why are you have to ask
that's
me
what
for
I
something?
Like if he was to get paid, I'd be like, babe, can I get some money? Because I want to take the baby skating. I feel like he can't read my man,
I don't think y'all being real.
I feel like it was right to ask him.
That's because y'all not married and he has his own finances. You have your own finances. If y'all were married together and y'all had a shared bank account, you would just go take the baby to go do something. Just like if you had the money, you would just do it. So that's the same thing I feel with an allowance. Like, hey, can I have 200? I want to go shopping.
Listen, bro. Listen, hold on.
It's
you taking that out of context.
Go shopping.
I mean, I ain't asking for nothing. It's the debit card.
That's what I'm saying. Like, but listen, I think y'all taking this out of context. 9 times out of 10, bro. When people got money, they protect their shit before they go in relationships, bro. They don't just open up their bank account to the person they with, even though they might love them, bro. So
it depends on the situation. Like we was in the gutter together and we grew together.
But why enter a marriage
most of
with
the
that
time they
mindset?
don't though, bro.
Like,
Most of the time they don't.
marriage?
And 9 times out of 10, if a person got some money, he is not finna. I mean, 9 times out of 10, real talk. If a man open up his bank account to a woman like that, they gonna call his ass a fool. They gonna call you a goofy. You a fool.
I mean,
How? And that's your
it's
wife.
not.
I'm just being
That's what I'm
honest.
saying. I mean, it's not a lot. And
What
also,
if y'all like? What
she
if
got
a
to be
person like?
financially
money, bro.
responsible with it.
People
It ain't like
protect
here's
their
all my
money.
money, go spend whatever you want. It's hey, we got goals. Like you said, we're building together. Hey, we
That's how
got money.
it's
We
supposed
need
to
money for this. We doing this. We got investments here. We working on these things.
You're right.
This is the money that we have to go shopping with.
And
So if
have
we need to go
fun
shopping
and
for Christmas
build
or we
and
need to
have
go to
memories
whatever,
together. Yeah.
go
You're right,
do
bro.
it.
But
There's
listen,
no,
but who?
I gotta
Oh,
give you the
listen,
money
bro.
to do it.
Listen to what you're saying. Are you finna listen? Are you saying that when you finna open up all your money to a person who ain't bringing in no income in the gate? You ain't thinking like that, bro. In the gate, you thinking like hell no, you ain't gonna think like that unless
I'm
you
not
build
going.
something
I'm
like that
not
with a
finna.
woman, bro.
Okay,
You
let's
gonna
just say
protect your money,
if I
bro.
was a
You gonna
millionaire,
protect
right?
your money and
I'm gonna
give her
protect my
whatever
money,
you want to give her.
but for myself as well. I'm gonna have the same rules. All I'm saying, the same rules that apply to me with this money is gonna apply to my wife with this money. If we got $2 million in the bank, this $1 million put up, we not touching that. This 500,000 is for this, nigga. This is the monthly bills, is what we pay, and then this is how much money we have to do that. And this is the money. Like we gotta we both have to be responsible with it. Of course, I'm not gonna be like, oh, here's all the $2 million. Do whatever you want, babe. I love you. Go get fresh.
That's what I'm saying,
No, because I'm not gonna do that to myself. But she has the same entitlement and rights to the money that I have. If I say this is my wife and I plan for you to go, hey, you're gonna stay at home and take care of these things. I'm gonna go out here and do these things, and so we're together. Do what you need to do. Don't fuck up our money. Just like I'm not gonna go fuck up the money. And if you're doing that, then it's like, all right, shorty, you need to, you all right.
Yeah, if she doing all that, then she don't
and
care.
I agree with you, but that ain't how relationships be. People be in a relationship and they protect a portion of what's theirs, bro, until they know it's safe. Until they know it's safe.
If you don't know it's safe by the time you got married, why you married?
Money. Men gonna protect their money, bro.
Is he talking about he met a random girl off the street or something,
yeah.
or they dating? I'm talking about somebody that you didn't grew up with and y'all gutter
Just
together.
married.
Then,
If you don't think they're safe in marriage, then why are you marrying them? If you can't trust them with your money when you get married, why would you marry them?
Somebody that you just met, and yeah, because I'll be like, no,
It's definitely a difference between marriage and a relationship. We cannot sit here and go with rules on a relationship and try to move that to marriage because you're in a totally different ballgame, totally different circumstances. The same shit you would do in a relationship, you cannot do in a marriage. And that goes with finances too. Especially if you having kids and you say, oh, you going to stay at home and take care of the kids, but I'm going to hold all the money and I spoon fit, I'm going to give you allowance every week. Like, what type of life are you creating? Like, that's weird.
You want a trophy wife and you like 60 and she like 25 and you marry her and you like, I'm just gonna give you money and I'm gonna throw you in my will when I die and I just want a pretty ass wife around me.
That's what relationships is turning into, and y'all ain't being real about it.
You said relationships. That video was talking about marriage. That he asked the lady about marriage. It's a difference.
But she trying to be a trophy wife though. She want to
be not a trophy wife. She want to be this imaginary shit that a lot of women think. It's not realistic in a real life. In our level, that's not realistic at all.
We talking about most of these women chasing though. That's the realistic. That most of these women are chasing. This is real though, y'all. Most women are chasing this ideology of being a trophy wife right now today. Most women. Right now today,
I think social media make it seem like most women. I don't think most women. I mean, they want to be considered a trophy wife by the guy that they love, but I don't think they're looking to have a nigga get them an allowance. That sounds nice, but most women understand that that's not realistic, and they just want a nigga to not cheat on them and beat their ass and come home and give them a kiss and cuddle with them and shit. Take care of the kids, go to dinner once a month. They not looking like realistically. Like they just want a nigga they can
real. Here's the other aspect of that. If you ask most women, no matter the race, do they want a man to take care of them where they can sit down and do nothing? Most women gonna tell you, yeah.
Nigga, if you ask most dudes, do they want a fucking woman, a rich woman to take care of them and sit down and do nothing? They gonna say yeah too.
No, they not. No, they not.
Yes, they are. They're gonna be like, yeah, she gonna give nigga. I gotta go to work, nigga. I'm gonna be on the side hustling.
That's a nigga. That's
no. Would
that's
you? Hey, if you could, would you want a woman to take care of you? You want a kind of rich wife and have her take care of you? Well, you can't say that because your wife on here. But would you prefer your wife to be rich and you didn't have to work the fucking 14 hours or 12 hours a week a day?
No, you're moving the goalposts when you ask.
No, I'm not. I'm asking you. Would you prefer you not have to work 12 hours?
Question the first time. Ask how you were gonna ask it the first time. Would I want my wife?
Do you prefer a rich wife? Would you prefer a rich wife, or you didn't have to work 12 hours?
Would I prefer a wife to take care of me? No, I wouldn't. No, I wouldn't.
I mean, not in the sense of like taking care of you, but as far as being rich and you didn't have to work 12 hours a day. Would you want that? Would you prefer that versus working 12 hours?
What you just said. I still want to work. I just ain't gonna have to work 12.
You're gonna work on some shit you want to do.
She's saying in the video. Listen, you just said, I'm going off of what you just said. You said, would I prefer a rich wife that helped me where I don't have to work 12 hours? Sure. I still gotta work, but I want to take care of me. In the video,
you don't have to. You will choose to.
Yeah, I will still go to work. In the video, the man said in so many words, what would you be a stay-at-home wife? She says, under the circumstances of you give me such down the line in order for me to be a stay-at-home mom. So she's asking for basically, which is what a lot of girls would tell you. I want to be taken care of. For me to do this or to do that, you have to take care of me. And these are the fucking stipulations to it. So that's basically what she's saying in the video. I'll be a stay-at-home mom, but you're gonna have to take care of me. You got to pay
allowance.
You gotta give me allowance. You're gonna have to give me a car.
Allowance is different.
But it's
an allowance to get her credit together. Like I thought before you get married and all of that should be already adjusted and already.
That's why he said it's an exit plan. It's an exit plan.
But taking care of is just being financial. Like if you want to be, of course, anybody, if you're going to be a stay-at-home wife or husband, you will want your partner to be financially stable that they can take care of both of you. So
if they not bringing it, y'all confusing me with this because I'm confused. If this person is a stay-at-home mom, how they gonna do that without you?
No, I'm saying the other person, not the if like the woman said, she wants if you want to be a stay-at-home, if a woman's gonna say I'm gonna be a stay-at-home mom, of course she wants a dude that can take care of the bills. That's buy food, provide shelter. Of course,
creating an exit plan.
Why would you agree? That's where the allowance comes in. I'm speaking on that part. You saying I said most women would agree. Yes, they do want a nigga to take if you ask them, do they want a rich nigga who gonna let them stay at home and do whatever they want? Yes, dudes would say the same. Yeah, I want a rich ass wife. I ain't gotta fucking go to work every day. If I could choose to go to work, yes, everybody wants the fucking choice. That was my point.
Yeah, but we're saying no. I get what you're saying, and I agree with you. But we're saying under the circumstances of the list that she created of what would be the reason her to stay at home. I remember my wife saying she wanted at one point. My wife took a break from the work environment, and there was no stipulation there. There was no you still got to do this, husband. You still got to get my hair done. My wife just took a fucking break, of course, and I took over the bills. But there was no exit plan there. There was nothing saying in order for me to do this, there's a list. We're talking about a lot of women in today who don't want to hear that type of truth that he said. You're building an exit plan. She's denying it, but that's what a lot of women do.
Most women don't. Most women's plan isn't to find a dude that's super rich and get an allowance and save the allowance up and leave. That's my point. That's not true. Social media and they rap about it, but that's most women you meet are not. That's not their plan. They want a nigga they love. They want to meet a dude that they love, who loves them. What did Brittany say? He's loyal to them.
Man, listen. Bro, I know for a fact that's not true because females do shit like the female. Listen, this is how I know this true. Females will keep dirt on a man, building it up. Listen to me, bro. Females will keep dirt on a man tucked away. You want to know why they keep this dirt tucked away for a rainy day? These females, a lot of these females do have this fucking mentality where they plan it. They already in a relationship planning for the end of it. So this mentality is real, bro. So many motherfuckers have to deal with shit like this.
But you're saying what they do and what they prefer. I said most women would prefer to have a dude they love and be there for them.
Yeah, to a certain extent, but reality is that's why the divorce rates is high. When women filed the divorce, because a lot of women not all, but a lot of women. We're never gonna say all, but a lot of women literally plan they fucking they. So that's why they this
that's
whole
the nigga fault.
incel reckless, all that bullshit. Gee, that's the way of I'm a motherfucking go ahead and get this child support. I'm gonna get this alimony from it. I know a girl right now who got motherfucking text messages. Her dude in the army. She got text messages, all type of information on him from cheating. She said she waiting on his ass. She's waiting to throw that shit out there. So she can get
because he
cheated on her. So
it don't matter. I'm just
trying to get her one up on him. At that point, if she's saving
like her heart broken and peace.
But I'm telling you, no, my point is saying
no,
don't take the cheating part out. No. Don't focus on the cheating part. The fact that she's holding it is based off the fact that she knows
why he gotta stick his penis in somebody else.
But you can't take out the cheating part. He disrespected their marriage. Are they married? Wait, are they married?
Y'all moving the goalposts. That's totally off. You was wrong with bringing that situation.
Okay, well, go ahead. Okay, go ahead.
Totally different.
Go ahead.
No, so that's what I was gonna say is you adding the cheating to it. She's just trying to get her way out.
What you saying then, King? Go ahead. What you saying then, King?
No, I'm just saying you just switched up the whole dynamic of the conversation or the video. You took it all out of context by bringing cheating in there. Cheating ain't got shit to do with when you coming into marriage and a woman sitting there always sitting there thinking like, oh yeah, I'm gonna have my own shit and this is mine. Okay, or even a man got the mindset this is mine and you gonna have this. Like if you having a marriage, I feel like that type of mindset for either gender is wrong. Why am I walking it? Why am I agreeing to do death do us part if I'm sitting there thinking like, oh yeah, I gotta watch my back from you? I shouldn't be marrying you in the first fucking place.
Facts.
If the dude like I gotta hide my finance, I gotta protect my finances. You only get allowance, and she like I'm just trying to stack up as much money as the nigga gonna give me. If they do some bullshit and I can leave. Like
and
either way,
it ain't even like that. Leave. It ain't even like that either because I get my own money, but he don't like me to spend my own money, so he still give me money at the end of the day. So
that's what I was speaking on by allowance. I wasn't saying like
I spend the money that he give me.
Yeah, I wasn't saying like if a woman like telling me to give her allowance that like that's what I do. I'm saying if I did have money, I will, and I had a living house, I personally would want to do that. That's just me. That's just in my character. Not to be enabling no entitlement because I'm in my mind, if my woman ain't making no money, bro, and I'm making all the bacon and eggs, I want her to have some money in her pocket to be able to do what she want to do when she want to do it. That's
y'all don't believe in
what y'all saying is. I think
I'm not saying I wasn't saying like
it ain't even
you
about
include saying two different things though.
What if the female is a big spender? You know what I'm saying? Who take the money and just go and just shop and just overdo it. You feel what I'm saying? And then and steady him like them getting into it and stuff like that. He probably like, okay, so I'm just give you this monthly allowance, and then that's gonna be that because I know for a fact if I give you my car, you're gonna overdo it.
That's he's treating somebody like that means she don't care about I'm not your child. Like, why can't we come to adults and we come to a consensus about what this is what you're gonna spend and what you ain't gonna spend? If I have to say, well, I'm gonna give you this because I know you're gonna spend that.
Because like, you honestly feel like us. We are normal people.
What's the
we are different. We're not like that. But you honestly can say how these females act today. They want all the brand new Gucci, Louis, all that other type shit.
Oh yeah,
they want to be up with the other Joneses. So if I give you my card and say, okay, here, I trust you with my card, or even the joint account, and you got your own card, and I'm telling you I trust you, and I come and my account is lower than what I expected it to be. That's
but why are you marrying somebody like that in the first place?
Yeah, why you marrying somebody you can't trust?
Why would you pick that person to be your wife? Like. Why is that?
Because it can be like that. We can get rich together, and motherfuckers ain't never been rich before and take it overboard. You see, rich motherfuckers now ain't never had no money. When they get money, they do stupid shit with it. That's just what black people or people in general do.
Well, then you have to set a limit, get her a prepaid card or something.
Yeah.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
I think Swan
like,
in this
aspect.
Either
way it go, you gonna get even if you in a relationship or not, a black person gonna get themselves an allowance because either way it go, you're trying to be financial stable. You're trying to have a certain amount in your account. You're gonna put money up to the side and say, well, out of all my bills and shit like that, I only got 500. That's my allowance. So either way it go, you won't set an allowance for yourself or for your partner, regardless.
I don't think it's no difference. But I think in the context of the conversation, allowance is the dude controlling the money and giving her money because she doesn't have any versus a budget or an allowance. You can call it of a sitting, having all our money together and saying, this is what we have to spend here. This is what we have to spend here. This is what we have to spend here. I think it's a different conversation when we both control and have equal entitlement to this money versus it's all mine and then I give you some because you don't know how to fucking spend money or you spend more than I want you to spend.
Yeah.
And I think too, what you're saying about your husband giving you money, that's not an allowance. Hey babe, this is a gift, huh? This is not a. Is it a every month we're gonna get this money, or is it hey, I want you to go buy yourself something nice? This is a gift.
I mean, at the end of the day, I don't think that in the video she should have stipulations to be a stay-at-home mom. At the end of the day, because we working together. Like I said, my wife decided to take a break at one point, not now, but before. There was no stipulations on if I take this break or if I be the stay-at-home mom for this, whatever, you got to do this, do that. It's like Kenya said, we're a team. So whether you're working or not, it's already a given that we working together. And there might be times where she can't get her hair done because that extra money had to go towards the bill. She understands that. So if you put stipulations on me having to stay, you staying at home, and me having to create this, give you this list of shit that you want. Well, guess what? If I'm the only one working, what if I can't? Then what? Right? Versus my wife, there was no list there. So there was times I got her hair done. There were times I was able to send her to the nail shop. There were times she didn't get her nails done when she was off work. There were times she didn't get her hair done. There's an understanding that there's not a list there. The girl in the video is coming with a list. And what happens if you don't meet that list? That's why dude said again, you creating an exit plan.
And what if it's not an exit plan? What if something happens? Just like you said, you end up losing your job before Kenya end up losing her job before, but she was able to back. What if that money was to be a backup plan in case a motherfucker lose their job? And then
we just put it in the account for both of us.
Right? Why am I
put it in the account for both of us?
Why am I giving it to you? Yeah, and it's in a whole different
have this money and control it, and we can control it together.
You gotta look at it like
our savings is our savings.
Yeah,
right. But did she say in the video that that they had their money? She also won an allowance. So
that's what we saying. That's what we.
One of the allowance was to be set to the side though, in case of a rainy day.
That don't make sense to things because
why just have a savings account? Why do I have to give it to you?
And it'll be in the savings account. Yeah. Why you gotta take it? Why I gotta give it to you and then you put it in a different account or you put it in the shoebox? That don't make sense. That look like you said.
You never know a person's situation. That's what I'm saying. You never know.
You my wife. What are you talking about?
What?
You my wife. That's like me. I'm giving you $500. I give you $500 and you go put it in the shoebox or you put it in a whole different account that I don't know about. And then the rainy day come, you tell me so. Well, guess what? I got all this. What? I'm gonna be looking at what the fuck you storing this money over here for?
I mean, you know about it, but you ain't gonna have access to it.
Why?
Why would
what?
Why wouldn't I be able to have access to it? Especially if I make money.
No, because that's our emergency stash, and it ain't
so then, what if I'm in an emergency? You in the hospital, and I need to access it.
Then you access it.
I don't know. You unconscious.
You see, look,
and I don't know you got it. You have a
no, you ain't understanding. I said that he will know about it, but he will not touch it. That's what I'm saying.
How you gonna touch what I gave you?
So basically, you the 401k plan.
Because it's mine. Once you put it in my hand, it's mine.
It's all. That's what we're saying, though. It's all. If we're married, then it's our money. If it starts at him saying this is mine, then you're gonna feel like, oh, when he give me some money, then it's my money.
Yeah. But if he buy you a burger and he put it in your hand and say, "Here, this is yours," and then he become home, you gonna say it's ours? No,
if he buy you a burger and put it in your hand and say it's yours, and he say, "Hey, babe, let me get a bite."
Man,
giving me allowance.
Give me the bite your shit.
You
ain't never been to the restaurant. You and your husband order some shit. Did you eat some of his food without asking?
Act right with her because she got money. She might leave me.
Yeah, what I'm saying, y'all being selfish.
See, that's why you
breaking up because everybody's selfish.
They
want to hold.
I just said it's not women out here like that. And look at
selfish.
Look at
That's not selfish. You giving me money. You giving me an allowance and you put it in my hand. It's mine.
But
how you gonna make something?
Well, the allowance came from you requiring an allowance. Because you just access the money that's in the bank. Hey, this is the money that we have. This is our money to spend. You access that. Why do I need to give you some money that's yours, that you hold, control everything yourself? If that in that case, what the fuck? Why go to work then? You need to stay at home. And I keep my money, you keep your shit. Matter of fact, you go live where you live. Matter of fact, we just roommates. We just live in the same fucking house. That's what we are. We're roommates. You go
Somebody in the comments said, LOL, what's the next topic?
they like, man, fuck this shit. Okay, we gotta get to the next one. It's a point of these videos. I'll get to the end of it. We almost at the end of it. Let me get to this next video. He funny as hell. He told what's the next topic. Listen to this.
Her looks, physical looks.
Wait.
You can't handle the truth.
Her looks, physical looks, scale 1 to 10. We'll start with you. We'll go around the table. Go ahead.
8. So 8.5.
8, 8.5.
I'm a 10.
7.
8.
6.5. I'd say 7.5, 8, 4.
That's lower than last time. Yeah. I used to say 6. I'm a 5.
In front of all these beautiful women, how could I ever not humble myself down to a 4? Really?
Proud of you, Andrew.
Yeah.
Took guts.
I'm a 5. I give myself a 5. So wait, 8, 8.5, 10, 7, 8. Okay. All right.
Brian, you rated yourself lower than usual.
Yeah, I've been getting a little chubby.
6.5.
See, now that's humble.
Yeah, that's humility.
That's
right
humble. That's humility. Right? That's the thing that's usually harder for men to do. Just say it. Just point it.
I've noticed a pattern here. I think men tend to fairly accurately self-assess their own level of physical attractiveness, whereas
I've heard
women not so much.
Here go the other clip. Hold on.
And maybe people may not agree with you. And I just rated myself a 10 and people may not agree with me, right? But we're just talking about simple our self-esteem. My self-esteem is clearly higher than yours.
I'm not sure that we are. I think that what we're talking about is a value judgment. And I think that I'm making a way better value judgment than the value judgment that you're making. So the value judgment that I'm making is this. I'm old and I'm married and I'm out of shape and I smoke. Right? And I'm not a very pleasant person to be around for long periods of time, especially for the opposite sex. Like, I know all of these things about myself. So my value judgment overall is a 4. Tell me the value judgment of how you came to a 10.
Oh, yeah. I just think that in general, we should think that we are great.
Right. So you just decided it there's no value judgment there. You just decided it.
Yeah, he asked me what I would rate myself, and because it's my opinion about myself,
just looks.
It took a long time for me to love myself, and I do now. And so, yeah, I think that, like, you know, I'm a Misty 10.
Can we accept the truth? Can we open our eyes to see the truth? Can we stop fearing the truth? Listen to that video.
Did y'all read the comment on that video?
I read the comment. So what's y'all thoughts, right? Again, it's a reason I'm putting these videos up. And I'm gonna break that down before we end the panel. What are y'all thoughts on that, right? You got a group of men and women, they're rating themselves. And the men are being real and honest about why they gave themselves the number that they gave themselves, versus the women being dishonest or having whatever weird ass reason in their head to say, well, I'm a 10 because I feel like I'm a 10. There's no reason behind it. I'm a 10. So what are y'all thoughts on that? Twan?
My thoughts on this is I think that the sticker on the forehead, the gold star, the trophy, even if you did third place, I think all this great shit. It sounded good. It sounded good, but it's dangerous like a motherfucker because it ain't true. Like for real. And a lot of people, like that girl right there who sit up there and call herself a 10, you know, based off whatever, it's probably off her looks or whatever she thinks she a 10 off of. But if she get around somebody who even closely look better than her, she ain't gonna feel like a 10 though. So I think this idea that people think that it's a good idea to rate themselves from this idea that they great came from. I don't know where it comes from, but it's definitely a false identity. It ain't real. People been thinking this shit cool all the time to say you the greatest or give you gold stars on your forehead, and it's a setup for failure for real. Because once you get around, once you be challenged by your greatness, it breaks people down. That's what happens to a lot of these people. Once you in a situation where you realize you ain't shit, now you broken. You understand what I'm saying? So.
Right. Okay. Go ahead.
Shit. Your mama like.
Go ahead, Kenya. What's your thoughts? And then I'm gonna go to the next person.
I'm just going a different way and say, why the fuck do we care? Why is it a problem when somebody rate themselves? That's how they feel about themselves. Then that's their business. Like, how can anybody disagree with that? I mean, everybody's perception is different. She might think she a 10, somebody might think she a 10, and somebody might not think she a 0. But that don't decrease her value of who she is or what she feel like she is.
Keyword, you said what she feel like she is, not what she is, what she feel like she is.
I mean, who is that to say what she is? Because you might not like it, but somebody else might do.
So is it okay for people to go around believing shit that ain't true about themselves to the rest of the world? Because that's what it's asking. Is it okay for me to believe something that's because I believe it? Is it okay? Is it fair to other people?
But beauty is subjective, so what you might not like, somebody else might is. So it's not
Well,
even when we're looking at
like
appearance, it's not something that you could say is actually true or not, because everybody is different.
Dude dressed up like a girl and able to go in the girl's bathroom because he believes or feels.
We can't do that, bro. Let's not do that. Let's not.
No. Listen, I'm not going down there.
What do you mean? That is the reality nowadays. You sitting there asking the question, but that's true. Like, come on now. So you just answered your own question.
But that doesn't make it right though. Like what I'm picking back up with Twan. Because I
doesn't make it right.
I think you're conflating.
It's once again. How can y'all decide what's right or wrong for somebody else?
But your value, like he said, it's not. There's no right or wrong answer. My value is whatever I can convince the highest number I can convince someone I am to them. So like there's no actual. It's not a fact. This is an opinion. So I can believe if I want to believe I'm a 10 and you believe you're a 4. Like I agree with what she said. That's low self-esteem. Why the fuck you think you're a 4? Nigga, grow some nuts, bro.
Like think big, bitch.
You think what do you think you are? Oh, I'm a 2. No, I'm that nigga. The fuck?
No,
I'm selling myself. No. I'm worth whatever I can convince other people I'm worth to them.
And I have
whatever I believe I'm worth.
You in your head, but reality, real
reality. I can convince
real reality.
I'm a 10. If
that's how
I'm a 10. I'm a 10.
No, but the mind is right. Look, it's just about marketing. Look at all the shit y'all consume. Y'all buy shit because somebody else say it's good. It don't have to be good. If somebody say it is, then y'all gonna sit there and believe the shit. How you mad at me? Because I know how to market myself.
Nah, she ain't
like. I mean, if she has a dude that thinks she's a 10, she's a fucking 10. She may not be a 10 to you,
can I ask y'all this? If these rules apply for beauty, do they apply for other things? That's because that's the question. That's because that's what this shit leads to. Like, see, you're right. You know, I understand what y'all saying. Like, a person should think highly of themselves, of course. And if a person don't, that's of course. We talking about beauty. But when this mentality is, when you put the same mentality under certain other situations, that's when this shit becomes dangerous as fuck. For a person to think that whatever they believe about themselves is true, and it's okay for them to go in the world like that. It's dangerous as hell, y'all.
I think it's different when you putting stuff that's measurable. Like if something is measurable, then you cannot dispute something that's actual fact or is measurable. If you're not fast and you say I run this fast and somebody tests you and you're not as fast, that could be proven. But you saying that you a 10 and I don't think you're a 10, that really cannot be proven.
Yes, the fucking can.
How come it can? Because you could put 100 people in there.
Hold on. He real raw. He just broke it down in the video himself. He said, I consider myself a 4, not because I'm fucking not confident. That ain't got shit to do with it. I'm saying I'm a 4 because I'm old, I'm out of shape.
That's by his own standard, though. Everybody don't have the same standards.
But you can
it's not a universal standard.
When you look at him, you can say, okay, damn, you is out of shape. When you look at her, she's only acknowledging she's a 10 based off of looks. in her head. She's not acknowledging she's a 10 based off of her personality, her character. Is she healed? None of that shit. It's just based off of.
But how can you measure that though? How can you sit there and measure that? How? How can you measure?
What's the unit of measurement? What's the unit of measurement?
Listen, you gotta let me finish. That's the point why he said. That's the point why you gotta listen to the video. That's the point why he said in the video. He said, so you're gonna sit here and say you're not gonna bring nothing else to the table like I just did. I just simply told you why I'm a 4. I broke it down. You're telling me
shit
you're
to the table. He just want to justify why he feel bad about himself, nigga. Just
No,
because you own it.
Everything he mentioned was most physical things. He said he was out of shape. He didn't smoke. It was all physical shit.
Nobody asked you to stand out of shape.
The nigga said I'm fat, I'm out of shape, I'm old.
That was it. That's just like, oh, I'm a 4 because I sniff dope and this, that, and the other, and da 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 da.
You a 4?
Do that? Like, what the fuck?
You could be Lindsay Lohan in her heyday, nigga. What the fuck are you talking about?
Let that girl be a 10 because she want to be a 10 just off her looks. She ain't got to give you no explanation no further than that. Boom.
Okay, let me.
But him saying that he was talking about his looks. How? Because he smoked cigarettes and what he say? He fat.
Right, and now his lungs fucked up, fucked up teeth, all types of shit. He didn't mention that, now did he?
But he's saying she only talking about beauty. He only talking about beauty. And also, if he got a woman, I bet she don't. The woman that's gonna be or with him or was with him didn't look at him as a 4. She wouldn't have fucking been with him.
Oh my god! Look, the girl in the dress. The girl. Look. Okay, look. Did y'all see the girl? Did y'all see the girl in the red dress?
Yeah.
Let me play the video.
Was that the fat one?
Let me play.
And maybe people may not agree with you, and I just rated myself a 10, and people may not agree with me, right? But we're just talking about our self-esteem. My self-esteem is clearly higher than yours.
I'm not sure that we are. I think that what we're talking about is a value judgment, and I think that I'm making a way better value judgment than the value judgment that you're making. So the value judgment that I'm making is this: I'm old, and I'm married, and I'm out of shape, and I smoke. Right? And I'm not a very pleasant person to be around for long periods of time, especially for the opposite sex. Like, I know all of these things about myself. So my value judgment overall is a 4. Tell me the value judgment of how you came to a 10.
Oh, yeah. I just think that in general, we should think that we are great.
Right. So you just decided it there's no value judgment there. You just decided it.
Yeah, he asked me what I would rate myself, and because it's my opinion about myself,
just looks.
It took a long time for me to love myself, and I do now. And so, yeah, I think that, like, I'm
value judgment.
But also too, he said he a 4 and that he unvaluable. But nigga, you sound like you finna die soon, so you actually more valuable than you think.
What does him being
married? He gonna shoot the motherfucking job up. He a sucker. He's lame ass. I'm a 4. I'm not pleasant to be around. To the opposite sex.
Exactly. He finna die next week. You very valuable, nigga. I get your insurance money.
Black velvet and root beer. That nigga a fucking lame, bro. Fuck out of here. Everybody gonna listen to that lame ass nigga, bro. I'm a 4. Shorty fine as hell, bro. Not 4, nigga. That's why I'm a 4. Why do you think you're 10? Because you fucking fine, nigga.
Y'all missing the
because I said so, motherfucker. That's why.
She said she's a 10 because it took her a while to get to where she is, to have the confidence it is that she has.
In her beauty.
She have to go into
her beauty.
No, she don't have to do that.
Self-confidence.
In her beauty. That's all she said.
Self-confidence. She said to love myself. My self-esteem.
She said to love herself.
Yeah, and self-esteem. That's what she mentioned originally. My self-esteem.
Y'all
missing the measurement.
Y'all don't
no, we not missing it, bro. That nigga's like fucking goofy.
That ideology is kind of like setting herself to say that she's perfect.
If she thinks she's perfect.
I mean, but still, but listen, but this what he asking though. Is it okay for you to think that you perfect?
Yeah.
No. Yeah, I mean, it is okay to think you're perfect. Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
You think you're imperfect. You think you're imperfect, bro. It's okay you do that.
Like, you should think highly of yourself, but this is a setup. If people do this shit to themselves by this thing that's saying it's okay that I'm number 1, it's dangerous.
Prove I'm not.
No, it's not about proving you're not.
Prove if I say
it's not about proving you not. It's about you having a concept and an understanding of hearing the fucking truth. The point.
There's no truth in how I feel about myself.
Exactly.
What I feel is my truth. That's how I feel about myself.
Make me
I'm a 10. I'm a 10 to me, bro. It don't matter what you think I'm not.
Make me a believer that I'm not what I just said.
You can't. And that's you proving y'all point. Because look right now. We got how many people right here? So that's 3 people saying that they perfect. So who ain't who how somebody got to be wrong.
Before we change the argument, saying that you're a 10 and saying you're saying you think you're a 10 and you're perfect is different.
The object of the argument is ain't no way that all 3 of y'all can be right. Somebody got to be wrong just right
about
now.
their self. The person who's talking about themselves and
real, it's all being real with yourself.
About myself.
Ramon is out there, your partner.
Yeah. Hey, Ramon, what you is? Out of 10. Out of 10.
Gonna be like, I'm a 6.
What are you? What are you, Ramon?
They gonna lowball the
10 being the best. 10 being the best. She's fucking 4. 10 being the best. She's fucking 4.
We can't hear y'all. We can't hear y'all.
Realistically, you're a 4.
Tell us something, you fucking 4. You
what are you, bro?
Demar, you are your father's child.
Hey, no.
No,
Answer the question. Rate yourself.
I think I am a good 6. I think I'm a good 6 on the bad day.
I told you he was gonna say 6, lowballing the fuck out of himself.
Why do you think you
I'm
Don't
handsome.
disrespect your wife like that, nigga.
No, I'm not. I'm being real. I'm being real.
Cool,
You
higher than a
supposed to think
6.
big. I talk
Twan,
shit
go
about
ahead, rate yourself. Rate yourself, Twan. Rate yourself.
Well, don't fall in that rabbit. Don't fall in that rabbit hole with them. Don't do it. Don't do
I
it.
can't because no matter what, man, I think
Now you
I'm the
unsure.
best. I think I'm the best. I think I look better than anybody, so I'm a 10.
Oh, no, you don't. You don't look better than nobody. No.
You fell in the rabbit hole.
Correct.
Oh my God.
I think
Your
I'm the
value
sexiest
judgment is
nigga on earth. I
horrible.
wish all you niggas was gay. I ain't gonna lie. All y'all.
You know for a
Your
fact
value
when
judgment
Ramon
is
put on
wrong.
his clothes and get ready to dress up, he in that mirror like, damn, I'm fine as hell. I'm 10.
I'm
You
4
laid
as
in
fuck.
bed.
Oh, look at that. Fresh as hell. 4 as hell.
And it all that. That
Fresh
driving
ass
out, so
4.
you
This
know
4
your
came
ass
straight.
feeling like
This
you
4
a
came
10
straight
too.
after 3. Fresh
I'm
as hell.
feeling like the nigga when I walk through.
Listen. I think it was
From
a
all the
time in
4 and
life
20
when we kind
unsure.
of needed to do that. It's times in life when we kind of need to tell ourselves these things. I'm not disagreeing with that ideology because we do in times of competition when we trying to be greater in life. When we trying to obtain things in life, we have to have a certain mentality of that we the best. We can do it. I get that part, but from the argument perspective, to think that you a 10 is like the comparison saying that I'm the best, I'm the greatest, and what it does is all you got to do is put somebody better in front of you. Now you fucked up. Now your word don't mean shit. You ain't. You know what I'm saying? You're not perfect. That is
Which one that works when we're saying when someone says, "Are you a punctual person?"
No,
you say yes, but you always late. I can prove that's something that's a black or white. It's not an opinion. It's a fact. Hey, you're not punctual. You're always late. You're late to everything. You're late to work. You're late to school. That's different from saying, "Hey, what do you believe your value is?" And you say, "I'm a 10." I believe I'm a 10. I believe in myself. You like, no, I'm a 4.
You know the problem is
your opinion.
No. You know the problem. You know the problem, Kevin Samuel's voice. This is why you get women and dudes out here, because it's both sides, who literally, and I'm gonna say from the woman's side, you get a lot of women out here who be basically and I'm not knocking Section 8, but I'm just gonna make a point. Who be on Section 8, getting linked, got six baby daddies and all these fucking kids, but talking about they want a high value ass man based off the fact they feel like they're a 10. So they deserve a six figure dude or 7-figure dude. Vice versa and the same with males on the opposite side. And that's not true. Just because you think you're a 10 does not mean you're a fucking 10. And that's why I like to say that
if I convince a high value or aka a rich nigga that I'm a 10, and he go, hey, dude, what are you talking about? It's broke ass bitches that fucking these niggas getting money all the time. What is you talking about?
What you mean?
It is niggas that got fine ass girlfriend, fine ass wife. Like, damn, how the fuck he get her?
No.
You don't, nigga. First off, you don't see a nigga. You ain't never seen a nigga and his wife and go, damn, how you pull her?
Nope.
You never seen that. When Jay-Z and Beyonce when Jay-Z and Beyonce got together, niggas like, damn, that nigga Jay-Z ugly as hell. No homo. How the fuck he pull Beyonce? Yeah, that nigga just rich.
Listen, it's based off the
big old Pete though.
He convinced her that he was a 10.
He didn't walk up to and say, no, he did. He didn't walk up to and say, yeah, bitch, I'm a 10. You know
I'm not saying directly saying, hey, I'm a 10, bitch. I'm saying
none of you on the panel is walking up to nobody talking about y'all a 10. Y'all lying. Y'all are lying.
I'll call a bitch right now who will tell you.
I'm not saying y'all not 10s. I'm simply saying.
I'll people in this podcast will tell you I'm a fucking 10, nigga. What you talking about, boy?
I'm not saying nobody. I'm not saying.
I bet Kenya wouldn't say you was a 6. I bet
she
she would rank you. I bet she would rank you higher than you would rank yourself.
She didn't already rank me. She like, nigga, you about a 6 on this day. You might be a 7.
Stop putting words in my mouth. I ain't
She
telling
fucked your self-esteem up, G. Damn, you traumatized, G.
So you ain't never said I'm a certain number, and then but based off my personality, the number that went higher? Yes or no?
I ain't say you was no damn 6.
What you rate me then? A 7?
What is he? Yeah, what is he?
A 7? And you said based off my personality, I'm a fucking 8, 9, whatever. You still saying based off of something else. You're not saying based off looks, I'm a fucking a 10. You're saying I'm a 7 off looks, but based off of my character and other shit that adds in it, that puts me up to a 9, 10. And that's what he said. He said based off of,
you're proving that point.
No, I'm not. I'm proving the fact. I'm proving the fact that saying that that you just because you feel like you're a fucking 10 based off looks does not mean that that's a fact. It could be he basically
not a fact either way.
He basically no listen, he's telling the girl in the video, he's simply saying, listen, bring more, tell me what else makes you a 10 outside of your looks. What else is it? And he did that by identifying with himself as saying, I identified that the reason why I say I'm a 4 is because of all of these substance. You're saying you ain't got no substance to the table, and the only thing you do got is saying I'm pretty enough, so therefore I am considered a 10 based off looks, and that's it. Fuck my personality.
So he didn't. So she wasn't able to convince him that she was a 10. She wasn't able to convince him that she was a 10. That was the only thing.
Hey, bro, beauty is a bad analogy for this argument for us to understand. Imagine sports, bro. Let me take this argument, the whole argument in sports, because what you got in sports from a team, right? You got every motherfucker who think they number one, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the world been telling their ass that's what you should do, right? You supposed to tell yourself that you number one. But the fact of the matter is, they not.
Mm-hmm.
But now you're talking about sports. Now there's a lot of statistics. There's tons of statistics. There's performance. There's games. There's your win loss. There's all these statistics that they have rankings. So I can go and say, you say you're number one in what? Shooting? Oh, actually, your field goal percentage is this.
Okay.
So you actually rank out of all the people in your field who rank here.
Right? Bro, okay. Well, how many people in sports right now saying they number one and not?
But this is what I'm saying. You're arguing something that you can prove.
That question. How many people in sports?
But I can prove that you're not number one. And saying how do you rate yourself, how do you feel about yourself? You can't prove to me that I'm not what I believe.
I'm pretty sure he could get, if he got to know her based on her character and all that, he can prove that she ain't no fucking 10. Just like we all.
Let me reverse it this way. So how he said he was a 4, right? One of them women on that table can say, actually, I think you're a 6. I think you're actually a good-looking guy. You have a stable job, XYZ. She's disagreeing with that he's a 4. Whether it's the high or the low, he believes he's a 4, and she can believe something different. So actually, like, actually, you're a 6, bro. They think you're a 6.
That don't mean she's right.
Neither one of them right. It's a fucking opinion about yourself.
That's the point I'm making. Listen, the point I put the video up. I was gonna wait to the end to even add that part. I'm gonna add it in. The point of the video is not based off the looks. It's the concept of the response. It's the fact that people are walking around thinking that there's something within their head, and in reality they're not. And that causes the problems within themselves and with other people. If you start being honest with yourself and evaluating yourself in a correct way about who you really the fuck are, then you solve a lot of fucking issues with dating somebody, with motherfucking lying to yourself, and furthermore, the problem. That's why I said, how many people have y'all dated and come across who have lied to y'all face, male or female, about they were something that they wasn't, and y'all found out about it? We all have experienced that.
Like what? Lied to themselves about what?
So you ain't never had a woman lie to you about maybe she's a fast.
I like to cook every day. I don't really like to go out. Then you get with her and never always in the club.
Okay.
That's a fact. I can prove. Hey, we can prove this.
If I was to get to know the girl on the panel who says she's a 10, and I got to see her character, and she's really not based off because she's only saying off looks, then I'm proving right that you're not a fucking 10.
But if she tell you she a 10 based off her looks, then you can't say, well, no, because you don't cook good. She said, I'm a 10 in looks. If I'm a 10 in looks, I'm a 10 in looks. Do you believe it or do you not?
You say by measurement, right? You say by measurement, right?
Yes.
What if I said I'm a great person, What if I said I'm a beautiful person? Not nice, like I'm nice. You can't judge that, right?
Yes, you
Can't
can.
nobody. But
that's
yes, the
subjective.
fuck
It's
you
not an
can.
objective
But
thing.
can
It's
I
subjective.
say you can't judge. You can't measure a motherfucker niceness. You can't measure how great a person is, and people still claim themselves to be that though, bro. So the measurement of something that you can't touch don't mean nothing, bro. Just because you can't measure,
I believe I'm a nice person.
Just because you believe it don't mean it's a fact.
That's what I'm saying.
But you can be
It's
a
not
nice
a fact
person.
neither way.
I mean,
There's
if-
people.
how can you
Go
not?
ahead. There's some people that are gonna think you're nice, and some people that think you're not. Like if we're a country, and I'm in the army, and I go kill other people in another country, you're gonna think I'm a hero in my country. In their country, I'm a fucking villain. I'm coming to kill them.
You can't
So
say
it's
you're a nice
just like
person
nice.
then,
If
right?
I'm nice to you, but meaning
So
this person's gonna say I'm nice. This person's gonna. It's subjective.
Right.
It's not
So
an
that means
objective
you
thing.
can't say you're a nice person then.
I can say I'm nice. I'm a nice person, and I'm a nice person, Ramon. He said, yeah, and then you say, I say, Twan, am I a nice person? Hell, no, nigga, you mean as hell. It's subjective. It's no right or wrong. There's no one's right. You can't tell me, well, no, you're not really nice because I don't think so.
That's the point. He said, listen, that's the point of the video. That's why he broke down, basically judging himself. He didn't just say, I think I'm the handsomest nigga on the planet, so I give myself a 10. He gave you a fucking list of why he considered himself a 4 versus the girl on the panel.
That was his justification. Why she got to?
You don't have any. That's the point. Her only justification is she's pretty.
Because she can't sell her point better than
Oh,
he can. Doesn't he's saying, oh, I'm a 4, believe me, because of these reasons. This is why I'm a 4. And she's like, I'm a 10 because of these reasons. He's like, I don't believe that.
The fact that we on the panel, you're denying the fact that we all have come across people, male or female, friends or whatever, who have sold themselves or lied to themselves to you in your face about being something that they're really not, and you find out and see it. So that's the point of the video, is you're just saying one thing that you are based off you're a 10 because you're beautiful, but you're not adding the rest of the shit in. So how do we really know that you're a fucking 10?
You will never
When
really
you're-
know
Because
that
I
they're
said
10.
so, and you just gonna have to wait.
And that's the point.
There's no fucking power rankings on people.
And what if he
like,
used
nigga, I
that?
can
And what
never
if he
prove it
used
right or
what if
wrong
he
either
used that
way.
reverse psychiatric, that reverse shit on him?
Psychologist.
So he said he a 4 because he fat as fuck, he smoking shit like that. What if she said she a 10 because her body look good, she don't smoke and shit like that?
I never been married. I don't smoke. I'm not fat. What if she
I'm
just said
in
that?
shape, so now that
I'm in
means I'm a
shape.
10.
These titties is perky. This pussy get wet.
Okay, well then she might be actually a fucking 10. But she's the
now
point.
you
But
believe
why
her.
you upset
The only
that
thing
she said
changed
she
is
a
you
10?
believe it or not, nigga.
She's breaking it down is what I'm saying. She's breaking it down is what I'm saying.
Why the fuck I gotta justify my 10? If I say I'm a 10, I'm a 10.
You gotta break that down.
I'm a
That's
10.
dangerous as hell,
No, I
Twan.
don't.
But both of y'all are 10s though. I'm not saying y'all.
What you is though,
a 10
bro?
too, my
You never
nigga.
told us.
You
Hey,
a
hey,
10 too.
wait,
my nigga.
we gonna do this. We gonna do before we move to the next subject because somebody in the panel said.
Twan said he a 10.
Yeah,
I
Twan.
said G a 10. All
Right.
y'all
Okay.
10s.
Wait, look. Somebody in the
Yeah,
panel
no,
said.
it's a couple 4s on this bitch. I ain't gonna lie. No,
Somebody in the comments. Somebody in the comments said everybody rate themselves. So do y'all want to do it or not?
Yeah,
I
why
will.
would you? Go.
I already said. I'm
Oh,
a
you
6.
said Twan,
I'm a
10.
5 or 6. Go ahead, Twan.
8, man, 8, 9. Oh man, it's
You unsure
I
as
don't know
shit.
how to do
Crazy.
this, y'all.
Go ahead.
Actually, I'm
sorry.
That's what you say. I'm a 10.
I'm a 10. I'm doubling down. Fuck what you talking about?
Go ahead,
I
Quita.
can't
What
say I'm
you
a
is?
10.
What you is, Quita? Hey.
What you is, DD?
Say it down.
A 10.
Okay, Reggie, you on here? What you is? Reggie gonna have a 2. Reggie,
Reggie got more confidence than you.
On
nigga.
me, Reggie gonna be like, I'm a 7. If Ramon's a 4. He gonna instantly hell no. I at least get 3 off that.
you a 10?
He put in the comments.
You already
he said
know,
he a
Big
6.
10, bro.
He said he a 6.
What the
Reggie
comments
is-
say?
Reggie said he is 6. Brittany, you a 10?
On 1.
You won.
I was gonna say, I was gonna
Still
give you at least a
101.
3. Damn, 1 is great. I'm just
Let's
playing.
play over here. You gotta tell stop.
I'm trying to boost that self-esteem. She said 1, I said 3. I'm helping her out.
Don't play with me.
Tiffany, what
You
you
the one
is?
said you a 1.
Like I'm a 10.
Then she gonna put her little shoulder up. Like, nigga, if you a 10, if you a 10, just say that. The fuck?
I say I'm a 6. I done gained weight, but my personality on 1,000.
See,
So
see, you
what's
see, you
the
see, I like
average
what you
between
did.
6 and 1,000?
What you did,
For her own reason.
I like what Tiffany did. He was honest. Y'all ain't being honest on this motherfucker. Y'all
It's a
ain't
lot
being
of numbers
honest.
between 6
The
and
more I
1,000
got
now.
issues, I know his ass ain't no motherfucking 10.
Why you
I'm
give
a
yourself
fucking
a
dick.
6?
Hey,
You still
bro,
ain't
the
answer
fact
that
that you over
question.
here telling me I'm not a 10, bro, is dangerous rhetoric, bro. You want to empower
Ramon,
black
why you give
people,
yourself a 6?
empowerment, bro.
No,
Your ass is
but
tearing
see,
me down, bro.
I'm sorry, Demond. You a 10. I'm sorry,
Big
Demond.
10.
I'm sorry, Demond. You a 10. Oh, you a
my
10.
argument is you can't tell nobody that they not a 10. My argument is the danger of somebody saying they a 10. To me, you can't tell nobody shit. You can't tell nobody nothing. But it's not from my perspective where the problem is. It's from the perspective of the person who doing it themselves. That's where the danger lies.
I think it's only dangerous when it comes to things that are objective and you can prove, like you can literally see these things. Like if I believe that I'm a 10, my self-esteem and my confidence is on a level 10 out of
But
10.
you a murderer. You out here murdering bitches.
I'm not.
And I
not,
do a damn good
I'm not
job of
murdering.
murdering
I mean, like, right? I could be a good ass murderer. Fuck is you talking about? You seen Dexter? The fuck?
They ain't let they dimes go, bro.
Well, what I'm saying is, like, when we're talking about, hey, if you say you're an honest person, you always lying. If you say I'm honest, I'm telling the truth, and you're like, no, bro, you just lied. Here's the reason why you lied. I can prove that you just lied. So then you still believe that you're telling the truth. That's different. Go ahead.
Go ahead, Demond. Go ahead.
But I'm just saying, in those aspects, when there's objective things that you can actually quantify or say you do this or you don't do this, then yes, it's dangerous to say I'm this person when you know you don't do those things.
But that's
when
the world we
when
live
it's your
in.
self-esteem, how you rate yourself and your self-confidence and how you feel about yourself, and you to tell me that no, I'm not this because you don't believe it. That's the dangerous part. That's why as fine as women talking about something, I just started believing in myself. I just started thinking I was beautiful. Like y'all beautiful. It's a nigga that'll eat that coochie. Just go outside. That's what I'm saying. If you feel it, you feel it, other people gonna believe it.
Nah, but look,
it's the same way with you telling Riley, you a queen, you beautiful. That's the same thing you do to your fucking kids. If you gonna fucking hype your kids up like that, why wouldn't you hype yourself up?
Yeah, but I also gonna be real. My daughter, if my daughter feast stank, I'm like, your damn feast stank.
And she's still a 10. What are you talking about?
No, you ain't. You ain't. No, you ain't. Oh, you ain't.
Don't do the kids. That's where we gotta draw the line at.
No,
I mean, it's a way to get around.
Look,
you
she
just
know I'm honest. Look,
she get real with the kids. It's our
she know I'm
kids
honest with my
perfect.
daughter. No, look, she know I'm honest with my daughter. I tell my daughter all the time she's beautiful, she a queen and all that. But my daughter, motherfucking, didn't put lotion on, didn't wash her face. I said, you don't. She a few times I had to tell her wash her face. Since she been out of school, I said, you don't wash your face. That's not cool. You a lady. You supposed to wash your face. Ain't nobody gonna like that. Don't nobody want no dirty ass face. I keep it real with my daughter. I don't just tell her she a motherfucking queen and don't tell her the real shit behind that. Your ass is nasty if you don't wash your damn face. That's real.
But her believing she a 10 don't got nothing to do with if she
a 10 and she wash her face or not.
There's two different things. I think it's still they're.
No, I was responding to Kenya. Look, all I'm simply saying is the point of the video I put up is because people don't be honest. Yeah, we could talk about the whole fact that she says she a 10 or she might not be a 10 and not whatever the case may be. But the concept that I like the fact that in the video, he wasn't afraid, or the males wasn't afraid to literally be real with themselves and say, this is why I consider myself this number. And it's because of et cetera, et cetera. Most women you come across, they're not being real with who they really is and what that number really look like. They're saying that shit just based off of the fact of they look in the mirror and say, I think I'm beautiful, but they're not adding all the other shit in there, and then they bring that same mentality and that same attitude outside and dating or trying to get with somebody, and they expect that motherfucking nigga to believe that same shit. And let's just say hypothetically he do believe it, and then he come to find out, bitch, you've been lying this whole time. Why not just be real with who you are? Why bring your representative to the table? Why not just tell me the truth? Listen, I feel like I'm this because I got this, and then we could deal with that.
You act like men don't do that too. You making it a woman problem when men do that too.
I'm talking about it. I'm not disputing
But I'm saying though, but if
Nah,
she values beauty, if you say how do you rate yourself, and she says I'm a 10 because I'm beautiful, and she's putting her value on beauty, then you understand where her mindset is and what she values most, right? Now, if you get in a relationship with, if you think, oh, because she finds she's gonna make a good girlfriend, and you get in there and you see she don't have other skills, She don't know how to cook. She don't know how to communicate. Just different shit, like the things that you value in a good relationship. If she doesn't do, then you're gonna say, "Oh, actually, yeah, you is fine, but these things you're not good at." And then she like, "Well, no, they don't matter." Or yes, I am good at them because I'm fine. Then that's just your fucking delusion.
A lot of people do that. We gonna sit on panel and act like a lot of people don't do that. Male or female? Are we serious?
People do that. But my point is, what they're talking about is how they value themselves. You're taking how they value themselves and applying it to other things. That's two different things. If I think I'm beautiful, if I think I'm 10 because I'm beautiful only, and I value beauty, but you're telling me I'm not a 10 because some other shit, that's on you. I still believe I'm a 10.
Listen to the question. This is why these videos I posted is based upon entitlement and these questions. Can we handle the truth? Not just be giving it, but within ourselves. Can we handle the truth within ourselves and be real with who we really are? That video is showing that when you go across the table and you see all of these women and these males, but you're only seeing the males value them, grade themselves in the way where they're being honest and saying, because I am such and such. But you see every woman that they came across the table, literally, even it's another clip I can put on here with the girl in the red. This bitch really was saying on the panel that she's an 8, and she was talking about it in the way.
But why she ain't an 8? But
why
what?
She not an 8? Because you think she ugly?
I mean, come on now. Don't even do
don't
that.
do no fat woman shaming, bro.
Do that.
I'm not doing no fat
She an 8. She an 8.
You see, I didn't even say she's fat. You see, I never even said she's fat.
She is.
But that's not why I'm saying she's not. That's not why I'm saying she.
So why
you don't
think
know
she
nothing else about her? So why are you saying she's not? The only thing you know is what she looked like.
I didn't play the clip. She broke it down in the clip. She broke it down herself.
What she say?
What she exactly?
I'm an 8 because what?
Why she said
she said the same thing the other girl said. She believes she's an 8 because she knows she's an 8. She said she and the dudes didn't say she was an 8 or 9. She assumed that they were talking about that she's not an 8 or based off the fact, and she said because I'm what? Because I'm fat. Nobody on the panel even mentioned anything about her being fat. She already thought she thought that was gonna be their response. So that's why she was quick to stop them and like, no, it's not because I'm fat. I feel like I'm an 8.
Okay, so Ramil, why you don't think she an 8?
Why I don't think she's an 8? I don't know her to not think she's to know why she's not an 8 or
But
9.
you just said that she said she an 8 like it was a problem.
No, I'm telling you that's a fact. That's what she said.
You said the women weren't being honest and the dudes
Yeah,
were.
exactly. So
my point of showing the video is to show that I don't think there's males and females out here that don't be honest in general. That we sell ourselves to be on a certain level. In reality, we're not. And
people
we're not
do it at jobs all the time. Why I can't do it in real life?
I mean,
dangerous.
I think to your point about being honest, being able to accept the truth. When you see something to be true, when you see something that is true, you should accept it. And there are people who can see something in front of you. I don't think that video does a great job of justifying that point, because just like how we're saying, we don't know nothing about none of them. I'm looking at them niggas and like, y'all lame as hell. Like, why y'all all talking about some y'all 4s and 2s? And I'm just not. They don't have they don't have enough high self-confidence.
Who's to say that though? Who's to say that?
It's exactly my same point. That's exactly our point about the females. If they believe they're 4 and the women accepted them for them saying they're a 4, that they're like, oh, I'm a 9, I'm a 10. No, you're not. Because you believe bad and you believe so low of yourself that it's not possible to me to believe I'm high, that I'm this high.
No,
that's your issue, not my issue.
No, what would have been a proper way to address the conversation would have been if I can break down if we on a panel talking and I break down the analogy, hey, Damon, I got all the confidence in the world, but I feel like I'm a 6 because such, and then the proper response, well, you know what, bro? I feel like, you know what, and being real, if you are a 10, I feel like I'm a 10 because such and such. But if you blatantly just come out and, hey, man, I'm a 10 because, nigga, I fuck good. Nigga, what? Like,
why I gotta justify my 10 though? To you, if I feel I'm a 10, why do I have to tell you why I'm a 10? I am a 10 because I said I was.
What if her 10, why she a 10 is no nigga to find out why she a 10?
You delusional.
Tell y'all lame man. Why is 10s talking to 4s any fucking way? That's what I want to know. That's the first. He a fucking 4 explaining shit to you, nigga. You don't even understand. You're average, nigga. Nigga, go do your fucking late homework, nigga. Get your motherfucking F up to a D. Dumb ass boy, fat ass, smoking ass, unpleasant ass, lame ass
Hey, I'm gonna you say something. DeMarvin sold this up. I ain't even doing no more. That's all, man.
Other room, you fours. What the fuck are we
say that's the problem with this conversation.
That's what I'm saying. They need some more confident ass dudes to have a conversation with.
Damn, dude.
I'm a cigarette and I'm fed and I'm unpleasant. I'm a four.
Let me play my video because y'all this is what y'all can't do.
You can't handle the truth.
Do the shit. You can't handle it. You can't handle it. You want the truth.
You can't handle the truth. Colonel Jessup, did you order the code red?
You don't have to answer that question.
I'll answer the question.
You want the truth?
You want answers? I think I'm entitled. You want answers? I want the truth. You
want
can't
the
handle the truth.
Y'all can't handle that shit.
Fat ladies can be 8s is the truth.
Oh, okay.
You was fat shaming, bro.
No, I wasn't. All right, but look, here go the last two. And then we done after this. And then I'm gonna tell y'all the concept. I'm gonna play both of them. Oh shit, my bad.
What is school for? Feel free to call me slow, but I spent 16 years going to school, and I still don't know. When I finished, I didn't know how to do my own taxes, purchase a home, or apply for a loan. I didn't know a thing about investments, building credit, or getting a job. I graduated at the top of my class, and what did I have? This fancy diploma to sit at home with. But luckily, they did teach me some important skills like factoring trinomials and how mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cell. I'm so happy I remember the Pythagorean theorem, because it helped me a lot. Okay, I'm lying. Let me stop. Because all the stuff they taught me, truthfully, I forgot. We need reading, writing, and some arithmetic. That's fair. But are you telling me metamorphic and igneous rocks are more important than self-care? The biggest predictor for success is self-control and emotional health. Then why the heck aren't we taught how to handle stress, bullies, or rejection? How about anxiety or depression? You know, skills we need for our entire lives. But hey, at least I can name all the battles that happened in the Civil War. I ask one more time. What is school for?
Now, again, you ask, how does this, go in with the question? Can we accept it? Because we have been on this panel, and I'm gonna sum it up, and then we're gonna jump in, and then we're gonna get up out of here. For the past episodes, and especially last week, we went back and forth about the ups and downs of what the truth is. Pear said last week on the panel, I remember Quita making a statement about just the environment, just the hood or whatever the case may be. And I remember Pear saying she's speaking negative. So then I called Twan, and I couldn't, and even talking to my wife, I couldn't understand the concept of how can we see something and know what something is factual, whether we have got out of it, got out of the hood, or maybe we don't litter anymore, maybe we're not in the streets no more, whatever the case may be, but still turn the eye from what really is happening. And so my concept tonight was to play these different videos that shows people not wanting, based off of Pear saying speaking the truth is being negative. And you see in these videos where I played y'all tonight where the truth is hard to hear. And even us on the panel going back and forth, when it comes to speaking the truth, we go back and forth because Some of us maybe recognize the truth, and some of us don't want to recognize. Some of us don't want to talk about it. It's uncomfortable. Like Perry said last week, talking about the truth is negative. And so my concept was to put all of this together this week, because I want to double back on it. Why is talking about the truth in whatever subject, why is it bad? Even when me playing these last two videos, is there not truth in that? Before I even explain this, I'm pretty sure we probably would have went back and forth. Well, I feel this way about school. I feel that way. But what is really, if we all sit back and look at what's really happening, what is there really to argue about when it comes to really looking at the truth? And I see so many times, whether it be on my wife panel, where she's had mothers on there, and the two words that I see as a problem: accountability and truth. On my wife's panel, people are scared to take accountability. They're scared to admit and take accountability. On my panel, we go back and forth with what's the truth. We don't want to acknowledge it. If we do acknowledge it, it's negative. So how do we get and to piggyback off what Reggie said last week, the solution? How do we get to a solution and get to having a conversation about how we solve the problem if we are afraid to even address the truth of what's going on in our backyard, what's going on in our homes? If we're afraid to address who we really are, right? When that video I showed with the girl, right, and the dude with the judge, just even being truthful with ourselves and who we really are. Why are we so afraid of the truth and accountability? Now, that was the concept of me putting all this together, and I'm gonna start with Twan. Why are we afraid of the truth? Why are we afraid of it?
Why are we afraid of the truth? I personally, I think for me, I take a lot of shit personal. I take these flaws, these faults, my slave blood, my city that I come from, Chicago, my family that was fucked up. I take all this shit personal. I do. So when I'm hearing these things that's truthful about things that I'm separated. I'm half separated from a lot of these things. I'm half separated from the hood, even though I still fuck with, you know what I'm saying? I'm half separated from a lot of different ideologies, but still, me personally, I take it personal because I'm hurt. We ain't over it. I don't know. I don't know why I take it personal when I hear the truth about things that's going on and that reflect my family, my city. It hurt. That's why. It hurt my fucking feelings. And I don't know what the fuck to do about it. The truth of the matter is I have no fucking idea what to do about it. I try my best to think about this accountability thing, but I know for a fact that some of these situations needed like, air. They needed room to breathe. It ain't that black and white for you to just lay the hammer down on niggas like that. And that's what people do. But I understand that's what we gotta do. I get it. But it hurt, bro. And niggas take that shit personally. And it's wrong. I get it, but it's more from a passion thing than anything. And I know that passion is from a blind, backwards mentality. I get it. You 100% right. But it hurt. That's why, bro.
Okay. Kenya, what's your thoughts? Why are we afraid to accept or acknowledge the truth within ourselves, within our community, with what's going on with our kids? Why is it always some type of excuse to avoid accepting the truth, or some reason to avoid accepting the truth?
I mean, honestly, I just feel as if people don't want to just look at reality and accept it is what it is, or know that, yeah, you might be at a certain place now, but it don't mean that that's a determination of your future. People always think just because somebody say something, that's like the end all be all. However, I think even with the truth, you had to have some type of forward thinking, because I might be fucked up right now. I might be this, I might be that, but that don't mean that I'm gonna be like that forever. And I think when it comes to the truth, it's a way that you can deliver the truth so people can really accept it and grow. Because let's be real, a lot of people only be truthful to hurt people. It's not in a place where people really want you to grow and be better, or for change, or to get a solution. It's because I want to shit on you.
That's heavy. Damon, what are your thoughts on why we can't? And you were on the panel last week where, you know, we went back and forth with and trying to gather what was true in one of those subjects last Sunday. And again, like I said, I always hear everybody's perspective, but it bothered me so much that even I got off the panel and I just could, it didn't sit with me. I'm just like, I don't understand. Like because in the panel, again, I don't take that personal, but I was told that I'm not from Chicago because I don't live up there no more. I heard that speaking the truth is negative. I heard that you don't know what you're talking about. And no, it ain't this way, it's that way. Why do we shy away from the truth? I just don't understand
it. First, I'm gonna say I think that question's kind of loaded because you also, to answer your question directly, why people have a hard time accepting the truth. I think a lot of times it's either what Kenya said, it's the delivery of the truth. I feel like the delivery of most people get caught up in how people say something, or instead of what they're saying and what they mean by what they're saying. They always get caught up in the delivery of it, so they miss the actual point. So I think that's one reason why people have a hard time. And again, like you said, it's generally, people generally want to be truthful with you when they're upset or they're trying to break you, not necessarily trying to build you. So I think that's why most people have a hard time seeing the truth. Also, sometimes they don't see it. When you're in a situation, it's hard to step back and see what's going on, to know that someone's telling you the truth or know what the truth is. So sometimes you're just in the middle of something and you just can't see the perspective. But I'm not gonna let you do Paris like that, because what he was saying about the truth, the truth can be, we could talk about a situation and there could be things that are true and they could be negative. There also are things that could be true that are positive. Paris's point was, we're saying, you ask where are they doing these good things, I give you an example of these good things, and then you tell me something negative about it. Yes, that negative thing is true, but why do you choose to only point out the negative things? I'm pointing out positive things. You're negating the truth that I'm giving you and the facts that I'm presenting you to point out the opposites, the things that are negative that are also true. Yes, there are people that die here. Yes, there are people that get robbed here. But there are also people that are here that are giving back to the community, that are changing, that are looking forward, that are forward thinking. So I think to Paris's point last week, and also was my point as well, is why do we choose to point out only the negative truths and not also point out the positive truths? Yes, there are bad. We do, Black people, because that's what we were talking about. We do have some. We have a ways to go, but it would be disingenuous, and we'd be doing ourselves a disservice to say that we haven't grown when we have grown. We can point out multiple aspects how we have grown, even though we haven't conquered all of everything or even the bigger things. We have came some way. So I think that's it.
But then it becomes, I want everybody to answer, but let me just rebuttal back to them. It becomes contradictory based off the fact that I've also heard people on the panel say, how can I put it? I'm just gonna say it's the white man's fault. The blame, right? Now, hold on, look. I've heard people like yourself, Damon, it's the white man's fault, right? If we being honest here. So if I'm sitting here pointing a finger to avoid the truth of which a statement was told to you afterwards, which was said, well, how can we have all these resources and still be in the position that we in, and our ancestors weren't in this position, but we still blame the white man? That's not accepting the truth. That's a contradiction, right? Because you're saying that. Damn, I lost my train of thought, man. I got so much to say, but
on the white man thing, again, I think that's also getting caught up in what the delivery and not the actual message. Me saying it's the white man's fault, it's just me being funny because people say that. But saying the white man's fault, there are there are constructs put together today to stop us from to keep us put us behind. So when you say, why do Black people feel like they're in competition with each other? That was systematically done in slavery, bred into us generation after generation after generation. So when you say, why niggas always they want to hold all the information, they want, because that's what we grew up in believing. So that's why it's the white man. That's why I say the white man jokingly say that, but there is some truth to that because we were bred in slavery to be pent against each other and not want to listen to the youngers, not listen to the elders, like the elders. So like that's what I mean by like when you say the white man. So that can be true. It can be true that hey, we are systematically oppressed, but also we do have more opportunities and more. Which is why we say things have changing. We do have more resources available to us now. We do have more opportunities available to us now. There are a lot of people that are not trying to take advantage of those situations because they're mentally fucked up. Not that they don't have. Before it was they didn't have the opportunities or the resources, but they were mentally looking for them and wanting to make a way out. Now it's the opposite. It's mental slavery. Like all of this other bullshit's put in front of us, and it's hard to navigate that shit.
But I think it's those types of scenarios, situations, where two things can be true at the same time. We act like it's always just one true and it's one thing that's right or wrong, when in certain situations, it can be two things that's right at the same time. Like, yes, it is a such thing as systematic racism, but it's also a such thing as us being lazy and not necessarily wanting change. It's a situation where it's like, oh yeah, we're growing in these areas, but we don't care about this situation. Like could be two things that's right in the same scenario, but we sometimes don't want to face that we can be wrong in a situation, that it's actually our fault. I think that's the problem. People don't want to accept responsibility for their own demise. We want to put it on somebody else. And yes, it is systematic racism, but if we all be honest here, if we, just be honest, what is holding you back from being exactly what you want to be right now? Everybody on this panel could probably say me. It's not the white man. It's not, oh, I can't get ahead. It's us that's really in our own way. Not saying that, oh, we're going to be millionaires tomorrow because it's a process, but at the same time, we still on a level playing field. Most people. Now, I'm not talking about people that grew up in foster care, all these other things, but for the average person, we all had the same resources. We all had the same opportunity, but some of us do not take advantage of it. And that's just the truth. But instead of accepting that, we want to make an excuse for it.
I think saying it's the white man and talking about systematic oppression is, if we're talking about the Black community, which is a macro situation, I think that is an accurate statement to use that sometimes to in a micro, in each individual person. Yeah, one, I don't think everyone has the same opportunities and the same resources. I don't think that to be true. And I think the lack of the opportunities and resources is which mentally changes people and what they see and what they focus on, because they don't. But I also agree there are people who do have access to the opportunities and the resources, and they don't take advantage of them at all, and it is their fault. It's not. I'm not saying each individual person should be. I don't wake up and say, "Oh, I'm not at where I want to be because of systematic oppression." No, but when we talk about the Black community as a whole, and why the Black community as a whole isn't where we would hope us to be, or at the same level as other ethnicities and nationalities, it is because of systematic oppression. It's not because we're lazy. Because Black people as a whole are not lazy. They actually work harder than work harder to be less than most other races and nationalities, because they all have they do grow up with better opportunities and better resources.
I mean, but at the end of the day, it's one of those things that we don't want to take responsibility for our own stuff. I'm not speaking on a macro level or just the entirety of it. I'm saying on a personal level, a lot of times people are in situations that they can grow. Yes, you might not have the best, but you have something. Instead of taking that piece that you got, people don't take it at all, and then want to use the excuse that I never had it when you did have that opportunity. And I think that's what more than likely happened, but we always want to say that, oh, it's the white man, it's this, it's that. And instead of just being honest, they're like, nah, some of us are kind of fucked up individuals. Or this is where I'm at right now. I am lazy. I know I could do more, but I'm just not. But instead, it's like we always got to find an excuse or a reason why we're not doing more. Or instead of just saying like, shit, let's call a spade a spade. Shit, I'm where I'm at because of me. People ain't got the balls to say that.
Go ahead, Twan.
You muted, Twan.
Twan, you muted.
You muted, Twan.
Yeah. All right, y'all can hear me now.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, sir.
Just to go back to the point that bro that you was making, What was the question again? Hold on, before I lose my point, because I don't want to lose my point.
Just why is the truth so hard to accept? Why do we beat around the bush, or we have all these excuses or reasons and not get on the same accord with admitting the truth?
What the fuck was I finna say? Come back to me, bro. Let me remember what the fuck I was finna say.
Quita, what's your thoughts?
It's like that because when you bring truth to somebody, that means that they have to change. And some people is content and stuck where they at that they don't like to change.
Okay. Nene, what's your thoughts?
I think, like Twan said, it brings, it hurts. And a lot of people don't like to sit in that hurt or just even acknowledge that reality of what it is and what it ain't. I think a lot of people, when it comes to hearing the truth, they already set in their mind what it looks like to them already. But when you have somebody coming with a different perspective and laying the facts or however way it might be presented, it's hard for them to accept that. And like, Kenya said, depending on the delivery, a lot of people are going to be like, man, fuck you and da-da-da-da-da. And you know what I'm saying? Then that's a trigger for them versus, hey, you know what? Let me sit into that truth. Let me sit into this reality. Maybe he or she is right. And I think a lot of people can't accept the truth because a lot of us aren't ready to accept what reality really looks like or what it could be for us at that present moment. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't want to hear you a fucked up person. And let me tell you why. You know what I'm saying? That's just like a child going back and forth with their mom and like, yeah, I don't like you because you calling me a bitch growing up and this, and this, that, and the fourth. You know what I'm saying? But sometimes, the truth has to be told for you to expand and to grow into the next individual or the next phase of your life. Because a lot of people, when it comes to the truth, before the truth is being told, they already on the standstill. They don't know how to get to that next step or next to that next pedestal. So when that truth is told, it's either going to make you or break you. But that's up to the individual or how they take that.
Okay, go ahead.
Can I say something? So about I think also it's because we lie to a lot as kids. We don't know how to accept the truth because we don't get the truth like as a kid, like young. When your parents not saying my parents did that. When your parents not giving you the truth and they're lying to you, then as you get older and you start realizing and you see things, you see like, oh no, this is actually true. It's hard for you if you always told lies and told good things and told good things. The thing that the sugar-coated things are sugar-coated all the time. Then when you get older and you're in the real world and people, it's brash and it's harsh and it's straightforward, it's hard to accept and it hurts because you've never experienced that. But when you, like you said, I told my daughter a feast thing. When your parents are giving you these things, your family, it's not as hard for somebody to say, hey, bro, you wrong on this. And you say, oh, damn, I see what you're saying. Yeah, my bad. I didn't even mean it like that. Just to apologize or anything because they're not used to having those conversations. And they're not used to being in those situations. But I think that's another reason why is because we grew up to believe Santa Claus and fucking the Easter Bunny and babies come from storks and all that kind of shit.
Let me get y'all. See, that's why I wanted to have it. Y'all, before I go, Brittany, you got anything to add to it? No? But see, that's why I wanted to have a conversation. And it wasn't to jump on P. It was the thing that I acknowledged with him was when Quita made a statement, his response was, don't talk, you're being negative. And I get what you said, Demond, is that, yes, if a flower is being grown, a rose being grown out of the concrete, then that's what we should be focused on or understand and be positive about that. A rose was bloomed out, rose out of the concrete. And I get that. But my concept of us on the panel with Handling the Truth, if only one rose grew out of the concrete and the neighborhood and all the rest of the concrete is still fucked up, then it don't matter you talking about this one rose because majority of what's happening is still happening and ain't no other roses grew out of the concrete. So I get it. We could say one block is healing and one block is healthy. But and I always try to I used to tell my wife this, you cannot focus on the minority. You have to focus on the majority. If the majority is hurting, if the majority is fucked up, then that's what we have to focus on and start implementing the truth in so that we can start changing the majority. So then we can see more roses come up out the concrete. But if all we ever do, which is what we do, we only focus on that one thing that's happening. Yeah, that one positive. happening, but still all this negativity shit and all this bad truth shit is around us, but we don't want to face that. We just want to face this one positive thing is happening.
I think your
And that's
perspective
why
is a
I
little
said-
different. Go ahead.
That's
Pooja.
why I said what I said, because no matter if you okay, because he said that he knew somebody who was putting into Chicago, but that person who's putting in Chicago ain't getting that knowledge as they supposed to, like a celebrity. So motherfuckers ain't looking at he the only person that know, or the people who grew up around that person know what that person do. So if the news and social media putting out negativity, that's all of the people is going to know is the bad shit that's happening.
I got two things. One,
Can
to
I
what you were
stress-
saying. Hold on, let me say this real quick. What
Go ahead,
but the thing, it wasn't that. It was the point what he was making is you asked. You said there's no change. He was pointing out change, and then you said no, but niggas are still niggas. The lady just got robbed. It's like me saying. It's like you saying. I'm saying you short, and then you say you like. Say you're 4'5". You say, oh my god, I just checked my height. Now I'm 4'7", and you go and you like, oh, I'm getting taller, and then I say you still short though.
Yeah,
that's the effect of that though. Like if you saying nothing's changing, and I'm pointing out places where I see the changes at, and then you say, well, niggas are still dying though. That is the point was you're negating.
Right, but I'm not going to believe
But it's not. But it's true though. You not believing it doesn't matter if it's true.
Right, it's true because it's in your face. I'm saying,
but it is true whether you see it or not. If a tree falls in the forest, it still fell, whether you heard or seen it. If you ask me what's changing, and I say this changes, this changed, and you say, well, yeah, that changed, but niggas are still dying though. And also,
but how I know that man ain't lying? How I know that he's not lying?
How I know you're not lying? You said somebody got robbed on the north side. I can say you're lying too.
I don't know that.
But I can. But then now we're talking about each other's.
Yeah, we getting off track. Hold on. It's not about.
I'm just going off of what.
But look, it's not about knowing who's lying or telling the truth. But before I go and finish mine, I'm gonna let Twan go because I want everybody to get their thoughts in. Go ahead, Twan.
Yeah, I just want to say that when it boiled down to it, I really don't think we accepting the truth at all. And I just want to use myself as an example. Like, I'm the example of the growers growing out the concrete, right? Okay, cool. But since I made my journey, right, I've been on this journey with 15 uncles, 6 brothers, 36 cousins. Ain't now one of them changed. Since we started the movement, and we all got the same ideas and whatever and opportunities, but this the difference. When we saying it is changed, like it is, bro, because we proof of it. Mm-hmm. But honestly, on a level that if we say it is changing, if we look around, I don't see it, bro. It ain't changing, bro. It's getting fucked up. None of my brothers have taken follow my mantle. None of my cousins, nobody. I don't see enough of us really doing what it takes to get us up out this. And I'm the example, bro. I'm the motherfucker rose growing out the concrete. So I can say it's changed, just like you can too. But honestly, I don't think it is no change, bro. This is we're not doing it enough, bro, at all. I don't think so, bro. On the level that we could be doing it on.
I'm
gonna just say this one thing about what you said. If you just said before that you don't know what the solution is and you don't know what to do, then you saying that you don't see other people doing it, they're kind of it's null and void, because if you don't know what to do or what that looks like, you can't tell me that you also don't see people doing it. You don't see people doing it, you don't know what to look for. So like you saying that, like you said so earlier, you said you don't know what to do. Like, I don't know honestly what's the solution. I don't know what that is. I don't know what that looks like. But then you also said that looking at your family, looking at your cousins, your brothers, your friends, you don't see that them changing. But if you don't know what to look for, you can't see it. If I don't know what red is, I can't. When I see red, I can't tell you that that's red.
Hold on, wait. You taking 2 points and making out of one. I know how to. We all know how to be men, bro. We all know how to. We all know that we got to take care of ourselves and provide for ourselves, bro. I'm just talking about basic things. Like when I'm talking about what I don't know the solution for us as a people. Now I don't know that, but I know how to conduct myself as a man. I know how to get out here and make money. I know how to provide for myself. I know what's right and what's wrong. And what I'm saying is, so do my brothers, so do my cousins, so do my uncles, and they ain't changed shit. None of them. I see it. We walking around the hood and more cousins grabbing guns, more cousins smoking weed, more cousins is becoming thoughts, more and more and more of them. Honestly, this is what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying, bro. So I am the exception, and I'm not saying, when I was saying that I don't know the solution, I was saying like on a Martin Luther King level, like far as like on a big level. But I'm the example of the solution in my walk, in how I carry myself, bro.
And here's the thing too, we got to start acknowledging that yes, there's some positive in a lot of shit, right? But if there's not enough of something to overexpand or to beat out something else, then it's not really effective. So yes, Damon, you're absolutely right. There's changes and there's work being done all around, right? But and I'll use y'all saying that block that your pop said was growing, right?
But stop there though. You said there are changes. The question was, are we changing? And you said no, nothing's changing.
No.
Said that we are changing.
No. Listen, I never, even on the last panel, I never said there wasn't change. The point that I was making was we being in denial of, even if there is one, and that's what I was going to get to. Let's say, like your pop said on the last panel, that block that he mentioned and P mentioned is a pop. Huh?
They was the same. They were talking about the same block.
I know, that's what I'm saying. I said they both went to that block, right? But if that block is not being a ripple effect, where it's trickling down to the block behind it, the block in front of it, the block across from it, the block behind it, I mean, on the other side of it, then it's not a change happening there. And if we come on the panel to only acknowledge that, yeah, even though that block is positive, but it's not being a ripple effect, let's all still only focus on that block. And then, but how is the problem getting solved? How is we able to endure the truth and recognizing that we still got let me finish, and then I'm gonna let you know. If we're not acknowledging that the rest of the blocks around that one block is still problematic, and we're only going to focus on that one block, and then when we get to a conversation where we try to talk about all the rest of the blocks that are problematic around this one block, and we say, hey, you're being negative because you want to talk about all the blocks that's not affected by this one block, that's still troubling. You want to talk about all those blocks, but instead of just focusing on this one block, then how does the problem get solved? In order for a problem to get solved, it has to be broken down. We have to figure out why we're not talking about how do we get the rest of the block that's problematic to end up like this block. We're not doing that.
But that's how you do it, though.
But no, on this panel, we're in denial.
No, we're not. We all agree that the Black community, we need work, and we have far to go. We all agree that. But if we're talking about if you're saying that there's no changes, no solutions, is what you said last week. There's no solutions. If we're how you get it to change is we focus on the good. If we see that this person's doing, that these people are doing the thing that we need to do, okay, we need to shine light on them so more people know, because the first thing everyone's saying, we don't know that's happening. We need to shine light on them and figure out how we replicate that. We don't, if everybody know we fucked up. So if when we start talking about us being fucked up and we only talk about how fucked up we are, there's not going to be no solution. But if I point out, hey, these people are doing that, and you say, well, we still fucked up though. Well, these people over here doing it too, but that's just them. They fucked up too though. But over there they're doing this, but yeah, they're also fucked up too. But everybody else around them fucked up still. Then we're never going to get to a solution. Because if we see someone, they figured it out, they have the solution, they're doing it. So let's focus on them. Let's learn from them. Let's embrace them. Let's teach let's learn from them and teach what they're teaching.
But in order to do that,
do it. Huh?
In order to do that, I
don't think the positive influence of Black men is happening, bro.
Right, and look,
be honest.
Look, let me.
I love my people. I love my brothers, man. I love Black people, bro. For real, bro. I love Black people. But when it comes to the love that I gave out in the world, bro, it didn't have too much influence on these brothers, bro. And I give my heart, my soul. People get their heart and their soul, bro, and it hasn't put a dent in the heart that we could put into this fucking world, bro. We are afraid of the
you
fucking
as one
truth.
Man can't do it. Not saying you can't.
No,
most likely you as one man is not going to change your family.
In my household, I haven't.
You don't think you're making a positive effect? You don't think you're having a positive effect on your household?
Yes, I know I am. Listen, bro. See, you don't.
No, I'm asking you. I'm trying to understand what you're saying.
I know for a fact I am because of my labor for produce fruits, bro. My labor produce fruits. But what I'm saying is, listen, I can say it's producing fruits, but I still can look at all the brothers around me and say, damn, why ain't nobody trying to step up? It's too many of them. And we've been saying it. And we've been saying it. And we've been saying it. And ain't nobody still stepping up, bro.
But
ain't nobody
you need to, but it's the focus on what you're doing good. If you come in here and say, hey, like you say, your labor's up, tell us about the labor, tell about the fruits it's producing, tell us how you done that. So then we as men listening to you, we can apply that to our household. Now, if I apply it to my household, he applies it to his household, they apply it to their household. Now we're making a change in our household. You ain't gonna teach no grown ass nigga to do nothing. No, the change comes at the kids. So we need, if you're being an adult, the adult that wasn't in your family, that all the niggas that taught you the fucked up shit, you're not gonna change them. You might make a change, but I'm not saying the hopeless, but that's a very low percentage. The change is at the kids. So we have to look down. We're not gonna do this overnight, but we gotta change the generation after us, not the generation before us. So if we look at the generation before us, yes, they fucked up. They was fucked up before we got here, and we're not gonna do very much to change that. But our job is to make sure the motherfuckers after us that we have a direct interaction with are better. I told my dad, my kid, all my brothers either got degrees or they live in Chicago. They don't live in Chicago. Only brother that live in Chicago is one, and that nigga got a fucking master's degree, and he a fucking a fucking therapist and shit. He's doing great. His kid's not gonna grow up in the hood. My kid's not gonna grow up in the hood. My other brother lives in Texas. His kids are not gonna grow up in the hood. My cousins, they all nurses, got good jobs. Teachers, they live in other places. I'm telling my dad, like, bro, now I'm thinking about this. We not like our family's not gonna grow up on fucking 76 and Hermitage no more. We not finna live in the Killer Ward no more. We gonna have that house. We gonna come and visit, whatever. But we're past the level. We're never gonna go back. We're not going back to the level where you grew up at or where I grew up at. So we are making a change. Now, is everybody doing that? No, but I think a large majority of us are. Y'all don't live in Chicago. Y'all family probably not gonna. Your kids probably gonna grow up in Chicago. Me family not gonna grow up in Chicago.
I don't think a large. That's what I'm saying. See, that's where we got to start facing the truth. Majority, yes, there's a handful of us that are doing good, but when we talk about the majority, they're not, and that's where the truth has to come in. There, where we have to be honest with ourselves and with people and saying that is majority ain't doing well. The mindset that majority has, they're not like what you just said. Hey, let me go take my family over here, get up off this block. Let me do. That's not the mentality. That's why I said you might even on that block. Yeah, the people on that block might say, "I'm not gonna litter." But the people on the block behind it, their mentality hasn't changed because they walk on that block and see that block ain't got no trash on it. Their mentality is, I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna throw that motherfucker because they don't even want to. They don't want to accept the truth. And that's what I'm saying. That's the whole concept. We come on this panel and we go back and forth and argue what is the truth. And the truth.
Are you talking about where we are or where we going? Because I think there's a lot of people that are still in those situations, but are headed in a different trajectory than they would have been the generation before us. No, they might not have moved, yes, but are they hitting my line? Hey, bro, how I do this? I'm trying to do this. There are people that literally are more black people are doing those things. They might not be there yet, but they're trying to make that change and pivot to something better because they see, especially in Chicago, they see this shit ain't nothing. This shit fucked up. Niggas want to change, but they don't know how or know someone who has. Okay. And I just choose to have the faith and I just choose to believe more of our people. I feel like that we are changing. We want to change. Yes, there are some lazy motherfuckers and some ain't shit niggas, but I think as a majority of black people want better and are trying to do better. And I just believe that. I don't believe that most of us are lazy and don't want to do better.
I agree with you too. I believe for a fact that most black people do want better, even these fucked up guys in the hood. But I do think that the fear, whatever that fear is that drive that keep a lot of the brothers who had these opportunities is constant. That fear is strong, bro. And it's constant, man.
What's the fear?
I don't have it. I can't get inside of all these brothers' head and say.
I mean, what do you believe? What do you believe the fear?
I believe the fear. I believe. Look, I believe that. This is why I say this. it's not just what you see on social media. It's just in general what you walk out into life and see every day. We constantly see, whether it's women, male, kids, whatever, we see one of the biggest problems, and Nene addressed it, Kenya addressed it, is the truth. People, us as a culture, are afraid of the truth. And anytime somebody speaks on trying to acknowledge and show people this is what really the truth look like, you got a bunch of us like, nigga, get the fuck off the stage. You don't know what you're talking about. You need to focus on this. We shy away from what the truth is.
I would beg to differ. I would say black people out of any race are the most truthful and blunt. And
why do black people have the most excuses?
I'm not saying they had the most excuses. I would say I think the biggest fear is from Coach Carter. Our fear is being inadequate. We don't believe in ourselves. We don't believe we can do this because we're programmed to believe it. Not saying giving us an excuse, but that's why most black people who have the resources, that's why a lot of people in general aren't what they want to be, is because they feel they feel inadequate. They don't feel they're not confident enough to do it. They believe they're fucking 4 who fat and smoke cigarettes instead of the bitch that's a 10.
I think they're afraid of failing.
Yeah, inadequacy. That's what exactly. Oh. Exactly. Yeah. They're not good enough. They gonna fuck it up. They're not gonna do right. Because we believe the stereotypes about ourselves. Niggas ain't shit. We just said it on here. You ain't shit.
Right. Okay. Well, look, again, this topic, I wanted to get serious for a moment, and I just wanted to acknowledge, based off again us having these conversations on the panel and how we've been on here consistently, and just me recognizing that, again, like I found that to be a problematic thing with truth and people hearing the truth and accepting the truth. We can go all day with it because it is a good topic. But at the end of the day, I just want us as a culture, as individuals, as human beings, to start recognizing the truth of what's around us and what's in us and about ourselves. And then when we come on the panel, let's be funky, let's be real, and give that truth to the people that view and watch, because that's how you make change too. Right? Somebody hearing the truth and seeing somebody come on the panel, be vulnerable and speak their truth and be real with it, then maybe that trickle down to them to do the same thing in their life. But we got to start somewhere, and I feel like the start is accepting the truth. I feel like that's a start. We need to start as a culture, as people, accepting the fucking truth and figuring out how we can solve our problems individually.
We lied to most of the time. The shit we see on social media, the shit we see in the news, is we lied to 90% of the time. So it's kind of even hard to know what the truth is.
Yeah.
But not to go that we could be here all night doing that. But I'm just saying, it's all the propaganda and bullshit. Like, we were supposed to wear masks. COVID lasted 6 weeks. Now it lasts 2 days. Like, we don't know what the fuck the truth is. Food, this chicken good for you.
The truth
not good
is a lie.
Beef good for you. Yeah, it's like the truth is they all lying to us. Like, it's hard to. So it's. I mean, I do think you got to do what you believe.
I do think the trajectory is definitely shifting. You can feel it in the air, bro. It's definitely a shift that's going on with us, and it's definitely kind of, you can feel the senses of a mass awakening a little bit, kind of, bro. So it is there, but the thing that I gotta be truthful. I do also see that black people scared. We fall to our weakness. Niggas like pussy, bitches like money. Niggas like to sell drugs. Like it's like we easily go for whatever's easy, and I see that familiarity too often. Like it's comfortable for niggas to just be niggas, and I'm not seeing a lot of people reaching for goals, reaching for dreams. We just like Kenya said, like man, we got the opportunity to change the world. I mean, we could change some shit for real, each one of us, but I'm steady seeing people gravitate towards money and earthly things, like shit that don't really kind of like, matter. So I hope that, like that we can like start being, not necessarily being truthful, facing truthful in a negative way, but facing the truth so we can be honest with ourselves, man, so we can be able to move forward. For real.
Yeah. Well, I appreciate y'all, man, coming on the panel. Y'all said some real shit. I think today was some good shit, man, for real. I think we had a lot of good laughs, good conversation, and to end it right here is dope. I hope that we continue to, with any topics I bring up, we continue to give the audience, give ourselves on the panel the truth, laugh, have fun with it, and yeah, man, hopefully continue to make change individually. I hope we all grow and become whatever we trying to become. But again, start accepting the truth too, because all you motherfuckers ain't no 10s. I'm just playing.
Boy, just because you feel bad about yourself,
hey, a 4 can't talk tell me shit, bro. You see, I be on here not listening to shit you say, bro. A 4 can't tell nothing, bro.
I'm just playing, bro. That's what I want to know. I'm just playing. I'm going. Listen. I appreciate y'all. Y'all for the 2 hands up. Look, I appreciate y'all. Until next Sunday, this is Talk of the Family, where we have a good time. We laugh, we crack jokes, we be serious. We're not like the rest of the families that lie, steal, be fake, and all that extra shit. This is us. Please follow, subscribe, like, comment, join the panel if you want to come on next Sunday. Just hit me up in the DM. My Instagram is unconventionally RJ across the board on all social medias. I will respond. Yeah, man, we're gonna keep it simple, keep it funky, and until next Sunday. I appreciate y'all like always coming on here, giving y'all voices.
Somebody called your ass Reverend Al Sharpton.
No, they talking about DeMar. DeMar said he the truth. They talking about him. They said
you came with it today, bro.
Yeah, DeMar came with it, and that's what I like. We gotta hear that. We gotta get that.
This is a good conversation. This was fun.
Yeah, we gotta get that. So, and y'all gave good responses. All y'all, man. Y'all definitely came.
Next week, can we separate ourselves like the below 5s, the 5 to 7s, and then the 8?
Who was the other 4, bro? That's all I want to know.
Hey, I never said I was a 4. Where the 4 come in at?
Brittany said she was a 1. Put all the 10 in a group, and then y'all
Brittany.
lackluster motherfuckers in another group.
Definitely need some classifications around
Brittany,
here.
don't be calling yourself Brittany ain't good. Listen.
You a 6, Brittany a 1. Yeah, I
Well,
average
I'll
like
tell you
a 4.
right now, I hang out with 10s. I'm kicking with the 10s.
You punching up, boy. They need to get your ass out of there.
Nah, you need to kick it with the 5s. Kick it with the 5s.
Hey, you spoiling the punch.
Well, look, I guess it's just me, Tiffany, and Brittany.
Who passing out
There'll be a bunch
permission
of
slips
kids in
to be
one
with the
6 to fuck
10s,
that shit
man?
up. Hating
Who
ass
passing out the
6.
permission slips?
Y'all,
Don't you got a boyfriend? Don't you got to go to work tomorrow? Like, bitch, shut up. Everybody kicking it. Yeah, 6 will fuck it up for you. I done been in that situation.
Been cutting up all night, man. We gotta get this man off the panel, man. Come on, and Tim, bring that same energy next Sunday, and we gonna have some fun, man. I appreciate y'all, Nene. It was definitely good having you back. Yeah, it's been missed. You ain't been on. We ain't seen you really, but I'm glad you came on tonight.
I love the curls, girl. I love the curls. The curls is giving.
Thank you. You know, I've been getting compliments all day.
Yeah, they giving 10. They giving 10.
Thank you, 10. Thank you, 10. The 10s is sticking together. We sticking together.
I see you. The 10s, they clicked up, man.
You know what? I changed my mind. I'm a 10. I'm a 10.
No, the fuck you not. Yo, ass
I don't
a 3.
think they gonna let you in, bro. You can't just get in like that. You just can't say you a 10, right, Ramon?
Right, no, I can't say that.
You can't say you a 10, bro.
I ain't even look.
Now you just lying. Now you just lying. Now it's peer pressure. Hell no.
Y'all funny as hell, man. But we gonna get out of here, man. Until next Sunday. I appreciate y'all. Y'all have a good week, good Monday. Be safe, and I'll see y'all next Sunday. Y'all have a good one.
Have a blessed one.